Yeah! Baby, it's slow and this suburban heat. Chocolate toys and me can't knit to meet. Online grips try to bring us down. Go big here, stay spinning round and round. Check it, tell me what you want to see. We mix it all with these, baby, come and feel the beat. Ooh, we are BTM reviews, baby. Nobody does it like us. Hey, you know I want to vibe with honey. Blend it all in harmony, yeah. Yeah, yeah. For the bourbon, chocolate toys tonight. Rip this mambo, but we're feeling right. Media spins, but stand our ground. Craft and joy with every beat and sound. Dive in the mix will set you free. Here at BTM Reviews on the symphony. Ooh, we are BTM Reviews, baby. Yeah, yeah. Nobody does it like us. Hey, you know I want you to vibe with honey. Blend it all in harmony, yeah.
Sipping bourbon on a Friday night to scatter on the ground. BTM's got a story, the media's spinning round. While the rifters steam online, we keep it real and true. We're talking all the good stuff, the things we love to do. Got a camera rolling, perch upon a silver screen. Break it down the hype train, see behind the scenes. Got a camera rolling, perch upon a silver screen. Break it down the hype train, we see behind the scenes. BTM, we've been selling it, locking it. Not here for control, let them know what's true. Can't stop the fashion when it cruise through. Digging deep into the pile, every toy tells a tale. The bourbon's rich and smooth, the never will we fail. It's sights in your pixels, every me and movie track. While falling for the grips, keep the facts intact. With every frame is focused on cover what's unseen. Another year, another spin, the cycles get BT, telling it, locking it. Not here for the drop, man, that's the biz. We'll share all the toy, let them know what's true. Speak it loud, dig it deeper. Never bound to deceiver. Like the rain, and seek it clear. We got the truth. It's all set there. BTM review, telling it like it is. Not here for the drop, man, that's the biz. We'll share all the joy, let them know what's true. Can't stop the passion when it goes through.
Welcome to BTM Reviews, where we talk about the news. Got the scoop you need to hear. Stay a while, join the cheer. Super chat me, let's go live. Feel the buzz and take a dive. Super chat me, don't delay. Join the fun, it's here today. Pour the bourbon, let it flow. Talking drinks you need to know. Whiskey's aged and barrels old. Stories told in glasses full. Super chat, we don't delay. Join the fun, it's here today. Movies, flicks on silver screens. Drama, action, fill your dreams. Reel to reel, the stories told. Lights and camera, new and old. Super chat me, let's go live. Feel the buzz, come take a dive. Super chat me, don't delay. Join the fun, it's here today.
Hey guys, this is Dave with BTM Reviews. How's everybody doing this Friday night? I hope you're doing well. Gonna have some Justified to talk about tonight. I was watching episode 11 tonight, and I said, "But I already watched this one." So I don't know if we talked about it already, or if I just watched it on accident in advance. But I watched 11, 12, and 13 today just to make sure. So we'll see how that goes. Tonight we have Jim. How you doing, buddy?
What's up, Dave? I want to be the first to say happy birthday, and I hope everybody pays attention to this comment Dave made. Anyone makes any older than dirt comments, and Cynic will hunt you down and suck your D.
Cynic agrees. How are you, Cynic?
I didn't agree to that.
You
I'm
did.
good.
You did.
But you are older than dirt.
Oh, Cynic's got to suck his own dick now.
Yes.
He's like, now he knows why he got that rib removed.
Joke's
never-
on you.
We'll never hear from him again. It'll be a continuous battle. How you doing, Mr. Low Watermark?
Hello, Dave. How are you on this wonderful birthday of yours?
It's fantastic. Let's go through the chat real quick. Mike Partika, I think I posted the stream like at 3:30. Mike Partika said happy birthday. Henry Bennett sent a $3 super chat wishing me a happy birthday. Thank you, Henry. It's his birthday as well. It's also Andrew Rowland's birthday.
Sure is.
Dark Leaf, thank
Well,
you.
technically, no, wait. Whoa. Technically, it's not your birthday, Dave.
Technically, you can fuck off. How about that?
Well, technically, I don't want to be a stickler.
I had to pick the day when I
wanna
was
be a
old enough to
stickler.
understand that my mom and dad
You were
said,
born
"Do you
on the
want it
29th.
Do you want it the 28th or do you want it the 1st?" And I told my mom I wanted the 28th. She goes, "Well, it should really be the 1st because that would." I go, "Yeah, but I want my presents early." So I was thinking like a fucking 5-year-old, right?
Yeah.
But when I was born, Jim, they told my mother to make a decision on the birth certificate. Do you want it the 28th or the 1st? My mom said, "Well, he was born on the 29th. They said, "Well, we don't want to put that on there. It only comes around every 4 years." And my mom said, "No, put it the 29th. So, I mean, they were like, they didn't like it, the nurses. Thank you,
That doesn't seem really legal to put it not on the. I mean, if it's a legal document, it's supposed to be the date you're actually born, which was the 29th of that year on that.
Yeah, but they didn't put his correct sex on there either. So
No, I know. Yeah, they said he was a man.
I know. Really. Who would
Well,
believe that?
fellas, don't call me out so early in the stream. Wingnut, thank you.
Yeah, did you guys? I was bored. I was doing some stuff earlier today, and I was flipping through the YouTubes, and I came across a show called This Little Piggy.
How you doing, Sweet Tooth? Yeah.
And guess who was a guest on there today?
Nick Ricada.
Yes, Nick Ricada was on there. I was shocked, and I learned something that I'm very disturbed that I had to learn is that Aaron Imholt is a grower.
Why
Oh.
Why are we?
I don't know.
How did that come up in conversation? Wait. Okay. Let's back this up a second. Hold on. In a conversation where you're talking about a guy that you
They
hate?
no, they were talking. I don't know. They were talking about how Nick was standing around in his bathroom naked with April and his wife doing cocaine, and Aaron walked in naked and said, "This is why I don't like being naked because I'm a grower." That's pretty much the gist of it. And I was like,
I would have turned it off right then.
Yeah,
I don't want to hear that shit. Sweet Tooth, we share the same birthday as well. That's cool, man. How you doing, Too White? Samba says we were sex cynic as much as Zelensky. Thank you, Ruby King. Dave's older than. Thanks.
"Oh, wait a minute, hold on. I did actually shut it off after that. So wait, is Fatty telling the truth here? That
How you doing?
oh man,
Well, Nick watched his flaccid penis, then watched him get an erection. Happy birthday, Dave. Thanks, Fatty. Appreciate that. Yeah, we do know that Aaron ate Nick's coom. That was disgusting. So, unconfirmed grower. Oh, man. What is wrong? What is wrong with Nick talking about this shit, Mark?
man, I am getting old. I
Yeah,
was throwing my grandson around in the pool, and I think I tore something in my shoulder.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dave had to sign up for the draft card under Julius Caesar. Fuck. God damn it.
Chavez, Julio Cesar Chavez.
I don't think they're being that nice.
Oh,
I really don't. Sweet Tooth says I'm going back to sleep because he's throwing up. I agree. I want to stop the stream knowing that about Nick. I mean,
no, that's on the left side, Kevin.
I'm going to, Julio's supposed to have a buddy in town, but if he can join, I'm going to send him the link.
Is that what he's calling it now? A buddy?
Well, they're going to his friend's music studio this weekend to make magic.
Oh, that's what they call it now, the music studio.
Yeah, you know how it goes.
So where they make the magic.
It's where it all happens, in the studio.
Studio. Oh,
You want to see what my grandson got me for my birthday today, chat? It's kind of cool. It's a Star Trek Spock wristwatch, quartz LED from like 1970, 85 or something like that.
Fancy kid has good
Fancy,
taste.
so
right?
even his grandson knows he's a dork.
Yep. And he'll inherit all this dork shit. But he doesn't care about it. But it's kind of cool.
I'm just kidding.
No, it's cool.
It's actually pretty cool. Is that from the 70s?
Well,
or is that a remanufactured one?
Well, no, this was made in Hong Kong, Jim. So it's pretty fucking old.
Well, yeah, Hong Kong don't exist anymore.
Right. It was made in Hong Kong. So whenever my wife finds stuff made in Japan or made in Hong Kong, she buys it because it sells for pretty good money because it's older. This is at least 1986 or older, Jim. So it's pretty old.
So it's probably from the movies, like the original series movies in the 80s.
No, it says 1966 to 1986. Star Trek 20 years old, so it's the anniversary of the TV show.
Oh, okay.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
So, Julio, watch out for Diddy.
Do you got any weed? Because it'd be a lot cooler if you did.
Who, me? I've never done weed, tell you the truth.
From that movie.
I've never done it.
Dazed and confused for so long, it's not true.
So
and that song wasn't even in the movie, and they named it that. Ooh.
Before we start, I do want to watch this video. I want to see a boss at work.
2014
2014.
Yeah. So
I was not here.
Yeah, but
That's exactly right.
Yes, but during 2014 till 2022, the situation the same. That people have been dying on the contact line. Nobody stopped him. You know that we had conversations with him, a lot of conversation, my bilateral conversation, and we signed with him. Me.
Wait, did you hear what he said? Starting in 2014 on the contact line, people were dying. Do you know who those people were that were dying in 2014 and in 2015 and in 2016 and in 2017 and in 2018 and 2019 and 2020 and 2021, all those years, those people were Ukrainians that the Ukrainian government was killing because they wanted to be Russians.
Because they wanted to go back to they wanted their state to be part of Russia again. Yeah.
Yeah. But he's a habitual line stepper.
With
Yeah.
him, the deal. I signed with him, Macron and Merkel. We signed ceasefire. Ceasefire. All of them told me that he will never go. We signed him with gas contract. Gas contract. Yes, but after that,
Look at Trump. He looks like he wants to punch him right in the fucking
He killed
face.
our people, and he didn't exchange prisoners. We signed the exchange of prisoners, but he didn't do it. What kind of diplomacy, JD, you are speaking about? What do you mean?
I'm talking about the kind of diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country.
Yes, but if you are
Mr.
not
President,
strong-
with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come to the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media. Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because you have manpower problems. You should be thanking the president for
Have you
trying to
ever
bring it
been-
into this
Have you
conflict.
ever been to Ukraine that you say what problems we have?
I have been to.
Come on.
I've actually watched and seen the stories, and I know what happens is you bring them on a propaganda tour, Mr. President. Do you disagree that you've had problems bringing people into your military?
We have
And
problems.
do you think that it's
I will
respectful
answer.
to come to the Oval Office
I
of the
will
United
answer.
States of America and attack the administration that is trying to prevent the destruction of your country?
A lot of questions. Let's start from the beginning.
Sure.
First of all, during the war, everybody has problems. Even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless.
You don't
God
know that.
bless. You will not
You
have
gotta-
war.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem.
I love it. Don't tell us what we're going to feel, bitch.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because
I'm
you're in no
answering on this
position to
question.
dictate that.
That's exactly
Remember
what
this.
I'm not
You're in
dictating.
no position to dictate what we're going to feel.
You
We're
will-
going to feel very
you will
good.
Feel influence.
We're going to feel very
I'm
good and
telling
very
you, You
strong.
will feel influence.
You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed
From the
yourself
very-
to be in a
from
very
the very
bad position,
beginning
and
of
he
the
happens
war.
to be right about
From
it.
the very beginning of the war.
You're not in a
Mr.
good
Brown,
position.
I
You
was
don't have the cards right now. With us, you start having
not playing
cards.
cards.
Right now, you
I'm
don't.
very
Yeah, you're playing
serious,
cards.
Mr. President.
You're
I'm
playing
very
cards.
serious.
You're
I'm
gambling
the
with the
president
lives
in
of
war.
millions of people.
You think-
You're gambling with World War III.
What do you
You're
think about?
gambling with
What do you
World
think
War
about?
III. And
You-
what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country,
I'm
that's
with all
back to you,
respect to you.
far more than a lot of people said
I'm very
they
respect.
should have.
Have you said thank you once this
A lot
entire
of
meeting?
times.
No, in this
Even
entire
today,
meeting, have you said thank
even
you?
today.
You went to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition in October. Offer some words of appreciation for the United States of America.
Is that true?
Yes.
This motherfucker campaigned for Biden or
Yeah.
Harris?
For Harris, yeah, there's an actual case going on because of it, an FEC complaint against the Harris campaign, but nothing will ever come of it. But I think Trump, for whatever reason, Trump knows that Vance has got what it takes.
Yep.
I think like Trump, he's got him involved in so much stuff that normally a VP's not involved in. Like I could see if Trump was doing this a couple years down the road to get Vance ready to take over.
Mhm.
But he's got it lined up around, like just letting everyone know, yeah, Vance is ready to go. You guys want to fuck around? This is what you're going to have.
Yeah, this is the predecessor, dude. Don't fuck off. Yeah. That's good. It's awesome.
And the president who's trying to save your country.
You think that if you will speak very loudly about the war, you
He's
can.
not speaking loudly. He's not
Yeah.
speaking loudly. Your country's
Can I-
in big
can-
trouble.
Can I
Wait a
answer?
minute. No.
Can
You've
I
done a lot
answer?
of talking. Your country is in big trouble.
I know.
You're not
I
winning.
know.
You're not winning this.
I-
You have a damn
We-
good chance of
we are
coming out
staying-
okay because of
Mr.
us.
President, we are staying in our country, staying strong from the very beginning of the war. We've
But
been alone.
what
We are
like what's not being reported in a lot of places too is that the deal was in place before he came there. He talked to Rubio. The deal was in place. They were going to help him out. They were going to give him more weapons. They were going to
Oh,
do stuff.
really?
Yes, we were going to stand. And what the deal was is we were going to get to develop all these resources. Like
Mineral
the
rights,
lithium, the
yeah.
minerals, the lithium, the titanium, all this stuff. We were going to get the contracts to have the rights to develop it. U.S. companies, the U.S.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was his security. Like he did not understand. That's his security guarantee. If our companies are there developing this, nobody can fuck with him.
Right.
Because if
Right.
they did something, they would be basically attacking Americans. It's exactly what happened. If you remember, there was this little country in 1990 called Kuwait.
Oh, the
that
oil
Saddam
spills.
Hussein
Yep.
went in.
Yep.
And guess
Mhm.
what? As soon as it said, yeah, no, that's our oil, fuckhead. You can't go in there.
Ended pretty quickly too, didn't it?
Yeah.
Thankful. I said thanks.
You haven't
in
been
this
allowed.
cabinet.
You
and
haven't
not
been
only
allowed.
in this
We
cabinet.
gave you, through
I
this
said
stupid
thank-
president, $350 billion.
You
We
voted
gave
for
you
your
military equipment.
You
And
voted
you men
for
are
your
brave,
president.
but they had to use our military.
What about West?
If you didn't have
You
our
invited
military
me-
equipment,
You invited
if
me
you
to
didn't
speak.
have our military equipment, this war would have been over in 2 weeks.
In 3
okay?
days, I heard it from Putin. In 3 days, this is something
Maybe
new.
less.
In 2 weeks, of course, yes.
It's going to be a very hard thing to do business like this. I'll tell you.
Just say thank you.
I
Accept-
said a lot of
accept
times,
that there-
thank you
accept
to
that-
American people.
Accept that there are disagreements, and let's go litigate those disagreements rather than trying to fight it out in the American media when you're wrong. We know that you're wrong.
But you see, I think it's good for the American people to see what's going on.
I agree 1,000%. Why are we giving this guy anything?
Dude, Ladybug Lindsey Graham was almost crying on Fox News saying it's time for the Ukrainian people to pick a new leader because Zelensky ain't going to get it done for him.
Yeah.
I mean, he was almost crying. Fucking Eye Patch McCain said, yeah, Zelensky's done. He's unreasonable.
Well, even this performance here, all right? I'm respectful to the country. Almost like I'm not respectful to you. I'm respectful to your country. Like he's dissing the president of the United States, who's only a month into office.
Well, because here's the thing. He is used to talking to these other people who keep telling him, like to Schiff and the Pelosi's, these other people, oh, fuck Trump. You don't have to listen to him. He can't do nothing, whatever. And he thought he was going to come in and just do this. His own people were freaking out after this, saying, no, we want the deal. We want to do this. Let's reset. Let's do this. And they're like, no, it's time for you to leave.
Yep.
You're out.
Good. Let him fall.
Like, he's not long for this world.
That's why I kept this.
And I'm not saying the Americans are going to do anything to him. The Ukrainians are going to kill him.
His own people are going to say,
In
you
Minecraft.
had this deal. You had this
Okay,
deal.
in Minecraft.
Hey, dude,
whatever.
I don't need the fucking.
No, I know, but
problem.
I'm just saying, he's going to get taken out by his own people in Minecraft.
Yeah, this was dumb. He thought he could.
It'll be an
grandstand
accident,
here.
it'll be a heart attack or a fucking plane crash or something, but something's going to happen.
A stray fucking missile, right?
They'll try to blame it on Russia or something, or who knows? Maybe they'll try to blame it on us. Who knows? It could even be like there's tons of people that are getting a ton of money off of this that were milking the money out. Like he wasn't wrong when he said more than half the money he never got because it got milked out by other people. But those other people, like the British, the fucking Swedes, all of NATO, all these other countries that were skimming the money, our Congress, they were skimming the money. They're pissed now because it's like, well, wait, we could have still got some more money for a little while till you pulled this, you boneheaded move.
You have to be thankful. You don't have.
Yeah, this is some of the greatest TV I've ever watched in my life.
People are dying.
tell you
You're
again,
running
I
low on
know.
soldiers. Listen, you're
Please,
running
Mr.
low on
President.
soldiers. It would be a damn good thing.
Mr.
And then you tell us, I don't want a ceasefire. I don't want a ceasefire. I want to go and I want this. Look, if you could get a ceasefire right now, I tell you, you take it so the bullets stop flying and your men stop getting killed.
Of course, we want to stop the war.
But you're saying you don't want a
But
ceasefire.
I said to you,
I want a
with
ceasefire
guarantees.
because you'll get a ceasefire faster than an agreement.
Ask our people about ceasefire, what they think.
That wasn't
doesn't
with
matter
me.
for you what-
That
what
wasn't
this
with me.
means. It
That was
wasn't
with
with you.
a guy named Biden, who was not a smart person.
This
That
is
was
your-
with,
this
that was
is
with
your
Obama.
president. It was your president.
Excuse me. That was with Obama, who gave you sheets, and I gave you javelins.
Yes.
I gave you the javelins to take out all those tanks. Obama gave you sheets. In fact, the statement is Obama gave sheets and Trump gave javelins. You got to be more thankful because let me tell you, you don't have the cards. With us, you have the cards, but without us, you don't have any cards.
One more question to Mr. Vice President. I'm sorry.
It'll be a tough deal to make because the attitudes have to change.
What if Russia breaks ceasefire? What if
Nice. I love it. What do you think, Mark?
I think it's stupid. I think part of what he was saying there is, but the American people want this. Almost like, you don't matter, Trump. Your people want this. I know they want this. Therefore, shut up, you old man, or whatever. He's an idiot. If Trump was 3.5 years into his presidency, maybe you can talk to him like that. Not a month in when he's riding high. This guy's an idiot.
Thanks, Dr. Clucklove.
No,
I like
Not- you
Vance
know
more.
what-
I like Vance more and more every day too, dude. He told the fucking Europeans, "You're turning into a totalitarian fucking regime." He's fucking telling all these people they're out of control. I love it. What do you think, Cynic?
No, I agree, man. Like I was saying, this is what I voted for personally.
Me too.
So,
Stop the bullshit. I mean, who the fuck is this Zelensky guy to think he can come here and demand our money? I guess we should blame Obama and Biden for making this guy feel empowered, right?
I'll be right back,
Jim?
fellas.
Yeah.
Well, do you guys remember when he came into either the United States, United Nations, or whatever, and people were literally bowing their heads to him? All kinds of U.S. government people were like bowing to him. He's the greatest man ever. He's wonderful. Oh my God.
Really?
Oh, it
Ugh.
was a year ago or so, but yeah, it was terrible.
What do you think, Jim? You think Putin and Trump already talked? He's like, if this motherfucker acts like a dick, it's
No, because Putin, like, this isn't some, basically Putin. Trump had told Zelensky, from everything I see, Trump had told Zelensky that he's already talked to Putin, and Putin knows he's going to have to give land back.
Oh, okay.
But he's not. He's not giving back Crimea. That ain't happening. I mean, this all started because they fucking did a coup, and then they tried to tell the Russians, "Oh, hey, that base in Sevastopol that you've had for over 100 years? Yeah, you have to get out of there." Well, that's like what happens when the Cubans tell us to leave Guantanamo Bay. Go fuck yourself. Make us.
We flew the Ukraine flag in our capital. We also flew the trans flag, though, didn't we?
Yeah. We shouldn't. And I think any politician who wears a Ukrainian flag pin on their lapel
should be investigated.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right away.
You got dual loyalties. Get out of here. But hey,
it was.
He's got
popular
problems
before.
now. He's lost fucking Eye Patch McCain and Lindsey Graham. You're fucked, dude.
Yeah.
Who is Eye Patch McCain? I don't know. Who
That's
you're
a guy
referring
from
to.
Texas.
Dan Crenshaw, Eye Patch McCain.
Oh, okay. Because I think how in the world
Another
he's dead.
warmonger. Yeah, he's another warmonger. Him and Graham are the two biggest warmongers on the Republican side right now, aren't they, Jim?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But if even they're against him, yeah, that's a good point. Well,
Well-
he's fucked. He's fucked. Yep.
I don't get why Lindsey Graham was he must have been
Lindsey
skimming some
Graham
of that money, dude.
Graham has never met a war he hasn't liked. He's very deep into the the whole thing. He's probably gets kickbacks from fucking whatchamacallit,
manufacturers of the weapons and shit.
Yeah, manufacturers. And
Well, he started getting those during the Civil War, so he should be able to continue. Come on.
He's been around long enough, Mark. Him and is McConnell still there? Or did he leave yet?
McConnell's still there, but supposedly that the guy that's on CNN, Scott Jennings, I think his name is, that's been tearing him. The guy that's
The white
been,
guy, lone white guy.
Supposedly he's they want him to run for McConnell's seat.
He's from Kentucky.
Yeah, he's from Kentucky, but they put his name out because it was floating that Massey was going to make a run at it. Like, I would actually go to Kentucky and campaign for Massey.
Oh, you like Massey?
Fuck yeah, dude.
Why would
come on?
Well, who threw out that name? The libs, or was it?
No, it's the
Party?
establishment. No, it's the establishment people. Because that guy Jennings used to work for McConnell.
Oh, plus
so he's like a establishment Republican guy.
Plus, he's also on a CNN show every day talking to these idiots. He's way too connected. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lindsey Graham. Fucking ladybugs. Gross. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, dude, I'm right here. I can still hear that sick shit. I was just DMing somebody. Okay, like let's not do the Lindsey Graham Ladybugs game tonight. Okay, Jesus Christ. Fuck, it's gross.
It is gross, man.
All right, let me handle a few more messages. I'll be right back, brother.
Okay. We didn't even know you were here.
I didn't even know who fucking paid attention to him.
I still have my headphones in.
What?
Fucking dicks.
You guys want a solar flare update, or you want to?
Yes, let's do it. No rules tonight, Jim. It's a birthday stream.
No rules.
No rules. You missed a pretty good Theory Thursday, though, man.
Good morning,
We had some
folks.
good
Welcome,
topics.
observers. Today we've got gorgeous eye candy.
You
We'll
know what?
straighten out some misconceptions on tonight's celestial event. We'll
I was
swing
gonna
around and
pop
hit the solar
on.
system shift at its
I was
central
out
node.
since
But
6
we're
in the
spending
morning.
last
I
24
got
hours on
home.
our star.
I walked in my
We found
room. I
those
laid in my
pretty
bed
calm
for a
day.
second,
Filaments
and I didn't get back
but
out of
they were
bed.
not aimed at the Earth.
Those are the best
Solar
times,
flaring
man.
remains
You're like,
I know that feeling.
spot group
oh,
of
I
any
love that
magnetic
feeling.
complexity, and it's a tiny one.
I was
You
so
may
tired. I
recall
didn't
we
even
were
put
in a geomagnetic
I didn't
storm
even put the
condition
TV on
yesterday
to
due
watch
the
anything.
coronal hole stream. Purple
Oh,
panels
that's the
second from the
best.
bottom shows we're still in elevated speed streams, but
Oh,
its
the
stabilization
Kick
at
Senate
that
game
higher speed
again.
has allowed
$2
Earth's
to
magnetic
kick
field
Senate
adjust,
for a minute.
and the conditions are
That's all
still
it takes.
unsettled, but calmer
When he
than
comes
we were a day
back,
ago.
Julio. Well,
Without significant sunspot
thanks for the $2,
threats, I'm
Julio.
mostly eyeing the plasma filaments and plasma jets at umbral peripheries. Not expecting much eruptive activity today, but hey, upsets happen. There's a reason they play the games. Only lithospheric note of the last day is pilots reporting ash advisories from Mount Semeru up to 15,000 feet. It's actually been a pretty...
There's an
quiet
ass
week
advisory
beneath
in
our feet.
Australia.
But from beneath our feet to above our
good.
heads. Folks, there are a lot of articles out there discussing the
asses in
planetary
Australia.
alignment tonight.
A lot of
Let's be clear.
asses.
So yeah, like I don't know if everyone knows, but if you go out before midnight, you're supposed to be able to see all the planets. You know, Mars, Jupiter, Uranus, Neptune, Venus, Mercury, and Saturn.
I wouldn't even know what they fucking look like, though, without it. I mean,
Well,
I mean,
there's just what they look like. This one's this color. This one's this
one's
color.
going to be
this one's
purple.
blue.
Like, like,
They're all just dots.
can I see him without a telescope? Can I just see him? Like,
Well, you're going to see like light dots. Like Mercury will be hard to see without a telescope. Venus, you should be able to see no problem. It'll look pretty damn bright. So will Jupiter. Maybe Mars even. Well, they don't consider Pluto a planet anymore. So
I thought they changed it back.
No.
I thought they did.
no, they I think they consider it a Kuiper Belt object or something.
Yes, Simply Green, sweet too. It was last night was fun, man. Like sentient oil, Jim. That's what one of the fucking topics was. That oil is the cause of all the problems on Earth, and it has been, because it's sentient and it's a god.
And we're burning it. Oh my God. We're in trouble.
Yep, but it
It's
doesn't
possible.
go away.
You know,
Well, it was it was out there, and then when he got to the end of the video, it became more of a stance against fucking war in the Middle East over oil. You know what I mean? Like, fuck. I was liking more about God. Jim, you gonna kick him? That's like calling me dirt.
Huh?
I'm just kidding. You said if anybody
There are 0 planets
calls Dave
aligned
older
right
than
now.
dirt.
What's happening tonight is that nearly
He said I
all
was there
will
when
be
Pluto was
visible
formed.
just after sunset. This is super
Yeah, but
cool
he was
and
talking
super
about
rare.
Pluto
It's just-
from
it's
Disney.
not an alignment. In fact,
It's still
to
not
see them
nice.
scattered across the sky like that means they are all over the map. You can see here on planets today. Even
Oh, soothe the pain, Jim.
What is this, man? Sol, Ceres. What the fuck are these things I've never heard of? Luna. Oh, that's our moon, I guess.
Yeah,
What's
just
make
the other,
make a Maki Maki and Hama Hama Waya? What
just other
the fuck
names.
is this shit?
Those are
I've never
commie
heard of
names.
these.
Those are
Those are
commie
commie
names.
names.
Yeah.
Iris. I mean, what are these things? You got. I know this like Ceres. I've never heard of Ceres.
You've heard of Sirius FM or XM?
Yeah, but what is these guys saying? There's a bunch of more planets or stuff we didn't know about.
Didn't they find like a planet past Pluto? I thought they thought they
Well,
found.
they believe that there's something, a planet out there that's like 4 times the size of the Earth or 4 times the size of Jupiter or something, or like something huge out there, they think, because of the way stuff moves.
Yeah, the gravity.
The gravity and the way stuff
Yeah.
moves.
We
they're
just haven't
like,
seen it because it's too far
yeah,
out.
because it has such and its orbit is so elliptical that they think it comes past us every like 26,000 years or something. It gets close to us and causes massive disasters, and that there's these
Oh, it's
aliens
that
that live
one,
on
yeah,
it called the
yeah.
it's crazy. It's called Planet X. Nibiru and the Anunnaki live on it, and they got all the gold.
And they keep
Still
coming
that
back
gold.
every 26,000.
We want our
They
gold
got
back.
soul glow.
I'm stuck in the time cube, says Pastor Flash. That was a pretty interesting video. This one guy believes that we live in a time cube. Time's not linear, it's a square. I just discovered Baba Booey outside the orbit of Neptune. All right, Julio. That'd be a boomer joke at this point. Howard Stern is
Boomer
so
humor.
fucking, he is so fucking unlikable, Howard Stern now.
I'm gonna have to look these names up. Make Maki or Make. How may I? Series Iris.
Well, it's weird. Like Ceres is between Saturn and Mars, so
Well, it's between Jupiter and Mars.
or Jupiter and Mars, or Jupiter and Saturn.
No,
Yeah,
it's between Jupiter and Mars. Saturn is outside of.
Oh,
Jupiter.
okay. Yeah, Ceres.
Weird, right?
And Luna put the floors.
Luna,
in my
that's our moon. I think that's our moon. Is what they're saying.
They put
Luna.
the floors in my basement.
Even not to scale, you can see there are no alignments. And by the way, when there are alignments, like there will be later this year, the planets appear in the same spot in the sky, eclipsing one another. Folks, the perpetual ocean animation, probably the most dramatic and exquisite of their animations from SVS, and the new version is even higher detail and much longer. I've cut it way down here and sped it up too. They now also have available the temperature version. That one's very cool to watch. And they also have the salinity version, which is pretty baffling with major variability ocean to ocean there. And folks, last but most certainly not least, veteran observers can probably say it with me. Amidst the changes across the entire solar system, the most large scale are on the sun, the coronal magnetic field changes, and the helium abundance changes, increasing amounts of the second element. Here, they're studying the helium measured by the Parker Solar Probe, finding there is no actual or even theoretical explanation for the full range of helium observed. So you say, I bet observers have one for them. I'll be speaking on that next March 15th at Observer Ranch. At observerranch.com, you can find the list of events. Playing soon. It all starts at observerranch.com. We greatly appreciate your support. We'll do this all again tomorrow. Right here, but right now it's 5 a.m. in the new Valley of the Sun.
Eyes open.
Eyes open.
No fear.
fear.
Be safe.
Be safe,
everyone.
Yeah, he missed one where he didn't say "be safe," didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
And
was
it didn't
weird.
pop at all. It was weird. It was like so I'm wondering if maybe this isn't like a thing that he does automatically. Maybe he says it every time, like some kind of weirdo.
Oh man.
So you were saying you think you watched episode 11?
Oh, I know I watched it. I don't know if we talked about it though.
No, we didn't talk about episode 11.
Yeah. What did you think about these three?
Me?
Yeah.
I didn't watch them.
But you remember them like the
I remember them. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
I don't remember. Like this one is the one. Like I really like the one where they're searching for him, and there's a whole thing that happens with the car with the IEDs in it or whatever, and that whole
Yeah,
scene.
that was episode 12. Yeah.
That was episode 12.
Yeah, because 11 is when they caught him and he was strapped to the car, and he's talking.
No. 11 is the one with that whole thing with the car and everything with the. That's 11. This decoy is the one with the. Yeah, and then 11 ends with them going to like the school and everything.
That's
11.
I don't think
You must
so.
have had the discs wrong.
But it's no, all 4 episodes are on the final disc: 10, 11, 12, and 13.
Well, I'm telling you, I'm
because
looking at 11
13
right
is
now.
13 is the one where
13 is the one where they go back to his house.
they clean up house. Yeah,
Yeah.
they clean up. Yeah, they clean house.
What'd you think about the ending?
Where he made the deal.
Well, yeah, he just kind of goes like this, and they're like, "So if I take care of business, you're going to say anything?" He's like, "I'm on vacation,
I'm on vacation, or I'm
or
suspended.
I'm on
yeah.
suspension, or something like
Yeah.
that." And he gets up, walks away, and they.
It's pretty good. Yeah. And then he acted surprised when they told him about him being dead and stuff. The lawyer
Mhm.
and all that. So yeah, it was pretty good. What do you think, Cynic? Oh, he's still gone. Thank God. So
Yeah, episode 12, I'm pretty sure, is when they're searching for Ellie Mae and trying to find Ellie Mae and trying to go back and get her deal or something like that with Limehouse, like another deal. They, you know what I mean, like, right?
I think that's 11. They take him to Limehouse's place, and he wants $300,000 to protect them both.
No, that's 10. 11 is they're at the school. Like here, okay,
That's a start.
let's just start.
Let's go.
Shut this off. Put this on.
You know who also didn't deliver?
Yeah, so this is the beginning where they got this guy, YOLO.
Yeah,
And-
YOLO.
YOLO. And
You don't like him at all, right?
this guy,
Yeah.
he's all right. He's been in a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, he's been in a lot of stuff. He's been in a lot of
Yeah.
sitcoms and shit too. Yeah.
See what I don't like? They punch this guy in the face, and then it's like you see teeth come out of Crowder's mouth, but then you never see him missing any teeth later.
It was a back tooth though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, they're trying, Boyd's Mr. Cool, right? He's
Yeah.
calm, cool, and collective. He said, "Hey, you didn't run," and the other guy did. What's his name? Ran.
Mhm.
This was actually a pretty good scene. Like,
Mhm. Yeah.
however, though, you can tell this guy's a little fucking out of control, right? Like,
Yeah.
everything's violent for him.
Yeah.
Is Cynic back?
Yeah.
Sorry, dude, you got to go. Julio kicked you for 2 minutes or a minute.
What I didn't understand too, though, is like the whole scene at the end of the last episode where he's pulling up to get Drew, and then the cops are pulling up, and then he's just like, "Come on, get out of here!" Instead of trying to get Drew, it was like, why didn't you? You know what I mean? Like that would have been the time to shoot it out with the marshals, not like when they're ready and waiting.
Yeah, we'll get through this. There's some things I didn't like, and we'll get to it when we get there. And it is this episode because, yeah.
Yeah, so they're sitting here at Raylan's dad's house, and then this is great. So this is where the whole scene comes up where, what's his name? Drew Thompson or Shelby.
Yeah.
Starts telling about how he knew his dad, how he met his dad, in Vietnam outside of some poorhouse. His dad was on LSD and he talked him down or whatever. And also starts saying, yeah, you're going to be a big hero, but you're also going to be the butt of a lot of jokes because you were riding around with me in your car for 2 fucking days. You didn't realize it was me.
But he told me quit spending so much time hating his fucking dad. Like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, dude. God damn. He's dead. Get over it. So, yeah.
Oh, I'm back. Oh, Jesus Christ. Thank you.
Yeah. You can thank Julio for that.
Appreciate it,
likes-
Julio. You're the
he li-
man.
He
I
likes
hope you
that
and your-
game.
I hope you and your boyfriend make sweet, sweet music this weekend.
Yeah. So now they're coming up with a game plan. And they're
Right.
sending people in different directions.
Yeah, he's like,
right?
well, Raylan's going to drive. He's going to go over Crest Lane Pass or whatever. He's going to drive out of here. He said, they got tow trucks, so they're going to push out of the way. And so then they come up with a plan. This guy's going to put a couple of cars. And so here's Tim's driving, and he sees, there's 2 cars on the road. He's like, you ever get my PTSD is flaring up or whatever? And he's like, well, that happened often. He's like, only when I'm handling live weapons or something else. I don't know.
Yeah, he said, yeah. And then he goes, well, Walt says it's Walt, right? That's the boss's name. What's his name?
Art.
Art says it's Kentucky. 2 cars on the side of the road ain't a big deal. He goes, yeah, but there's 3. So he's like, oh shit. So then he just completely gives up everything to Tim. Like, Tim, you're the vet here.
Yeah. He's like, hey, how would Crowder pull this off? And he's like, well, he's got Iraq and Afghanistan vet and his crew now named Colton Rhodes been drummed out of the system, service for drugs. And so he would know how to do this.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And then he's like, what, you got his number? And he's like, yeah, I got his number. Our paths have crossed.
I'm going to ask you when we get there, but
how did he get his number?
No. I could get that from the fucking rehab earlier in the season. Like, hey, he's a vet down on his luck. Maybe he wants an ear to talk to, right? That would make sense.
No, there was, remember the scene when it was called Kin or whatever, when they went to Hill People? And they're talking, and him and Tim and Colt are talking and about how to find people. And he's like, oh, if you give me your number, I can get people get in touch with you. Marshals are always looking for ex-military. And he gave him his number.
Right. Yeah. So then you've got him and her and him here in the house still. Did you like this episode, Cynic?
This one wasn't bad.
Yeah. I liked it.
All I know is after watching this episode, I'm positive that Patton Oswalt killed his wife.
Oh shit.
The thing I didn't like about this episode, to be honest, was Boyd thinks just like fucking what's his name?
Raylan?
Raylan. Like he knows exactly every movie he's gonna make. Like every fucking time.
They dug coal together.
I know. Like it's so fucking stupid. Like one thinks like a criminal, one's a cop that thinks like a criminal. It's fucking like, okay. Oh, whatever, man. That's the only thing that annoys me. He's always one step ahead or knows exactly what Raylan's move is going to be. Maybe that's just me being over examining shit.
I think you're overthinking that one a little bit.
Really? So when Boyd figured out the fucking elementary school,
no, I'm fucking with you because I agree with you. And when Boyd gets smacked in the fucking mouth later on, I was like, God damn it! Finally, thank you.
Oh, when
I'm kind of I'm kind of slightly pissed off that they decided to have of all the rifles to have a scope on to use as an accurate rifle. A fucking Ruger Mini 14 is not the rifle to take and use as a sniper rifle. They are some of the least accurate rifles you could fucking buy, man.
Especially when you want a for sure kill, right? You want you want this guy dead. And what's his name here? He told this guy only shoot one person. Like he's being very specific. Like you don't want Tim dead, right?
Well, no, he's telling don't shoot anybody in the car. He's saying don't shoot the engine block or this, just shoot the tires or something because they want him to move. They want to make him move.
But don't shoot the guy in the hat. Don't shoot this guy.
Yeah. Then he tells him, the marshal driving that SUV is a sniper from the Rangers. Don't give up our position because he'll get out and kill us.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, strange too, like he gave up the rifle to this guy. I guess he did it because the Detroit guy said, well, he's our guy. He's who we want to use, but he never saw shit. Yeah, this was a weird conversation.
Well, no, it's basically Tim's saying like, hey, you ever, I know what's going on, you ever come across this? And then he basically said like, yeah, but what happened? I heard a situation, but basically saying like, you're going to have to move, cause you guys were too pussies to fucking, you're just sit there and refuse to do anything. You're going to end up dying in there or something. And so then, Tim's like, well, what's going to happen now? Tim's like, well, they're going to try to make us move. And then it's like, what are we going to do? We're going to need to move first. So then they circle the wagons. As
he said, we're going to move. He said, we're going to move. Yeah. It's funny, though, how everybody else knew to circle the wagons like Tim did. Like,
well, I think he probably told them what to do.
I know, but they didn't show it, right, Cynic? Like, they just came into Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cynic, you don't like this guy, right?
No.
As an actor?
Mm-mm. No, I don't think he's very good.
Who?
This guy.
This guy
I
here?
think he's fucking terrible. Yeah, when he
Wow.
gets when whatever happens to him, I went, oh, thank fucking God.
I think he's pretty good. I think he
Well,
played
I don't
the
know
role
if
he
you've
was.
noticed, like most bad guys only last a season or two, besides
Yeah, I know,
Boyd
yeah,
and
yeah.
like a
I
couple
know
people. Like basically they get something
And
happens.
Johnny. Like, how did?
Well, Johnny's not going to last that much longer.
Well, no, because like he admitted to what's her name tonight that he fucking went to what's his name, like, and he's still alive. Like, I couldn't believe it. I thought he was going to die this season for sure, especially when she went to fucking jail. Like, that would be like the last thing I told Boyd on the way out. Like, your brother or your cousin, you know, he's selling you out, dick. Just saying.
Who went to jail?
What's her name? Boyd's girlfriend.
Oh, Ava goes to jail? I can't remember if that happened at the last episode of this season.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if that was the last episode of this season or first episode of next season.
They hauled her ass off to jail. Because they found the fucking body. And you know the guy that Boyd was you know, the rich guys that he was.
Oh yeah, they fuck him over. Yeah, that's right. They fuck
Yeah.
him over. That's right.
Yeah.
They find the body, and so they go and they were going to go and pull the teeth or whatever, but they had already identified. They did something. They were going to swap the bodies out with someone else or something, right?
Well, the cops caught Ava doing it because it was a setup, right?
They were trying to catch Boyd, but they caught Ava instead.
And they said, "You'll do just fine."
Yeah.
Never got one shot off.
Yep.
So here's Boyd thinking like Raylan.
Well, no, he's like, okay, so they're not, because Boyd said they're not going to drive out, so that means they're going to have to fly out. Now, and Boyd's like, where's he Raylan going to go that he knows a helicopter can land to get him? And then Boyd's like, oh shit, you remember in high school there was that astronaut came and.
Yeah, but earlier, Jim, in the same episode, somebody said there's plenty of fucking mountaintops out here that are cleared off that they could land anywhere.
Yeah, but not for Raylan Givens. He's going to go what he knows. In the high school, no one's around. It's all empty. It's closed down.
That doesn't make sense either because
No one's going to get hurt there.
Earlier in the episode, somebody said, hey, fucking Raylan says, we need to go down this road. And the lady, what's her name? The black girl says, well, that's not on the map. And he goes, of course it's not on the map, but let me show you where it's at. So he knows where everything is. They've fucking determined that fact a long time ago, Cynic.
Yeah.
He knows where every fucking place is.
Here's the guy. Fucking, you wouldn't happen to be at the high school, would you?
This was one of my most favorite scenes ever. This fucking fight between these two.
Yeah.
I fucking loved it, dude. YOLO. It was very unbelievable at first, Cynic. Like, he doesn't look like a big badass dude, this YOLO guy.
Yeah.
But if you watch him swinging, he's using his whole body. He's not just swinging with his arms. He's putting everything into it. It's like, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
He beat the shit out of him, too. But he kept saying dumb shit back.
I know, it was great. It's a good scene.
It was
I was
awesome.
Like, yeah. And I'm like, and every time I'm like, oh yeah, you killed. You killed. You did. I could see it in your eyes.
I could feel it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let me take Mr. Picker.
Picker and Boyd go together.
Mm-hmm.
Now, excuse me, but I guess we're seeing how crazy he is. That's why they did the whole bar scene with him and Ava.
Yeah. Oh, with Augustine? Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was just like, that what you saying, Mr. Augustine? You want some blowjob?
Mm-hmm.
That's not this episode though. That's next episode.
I think it's right. I think it's coming up now because Boyd and Picker just left and they're all in the bar.
No. That's next episode, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know why they'd go back to the bar.
They're back at the bar next episode because they're looking for the money because they found out that Ellie Mae, there's a problem. Or maybe it is this episode because then they're. Oh yeah, that's right. Because then next episode, that's when they say you help us get Ellie Mae and we'll help and we'll give you your cousin Johnny.
Oh, I guess I didn't see that episode.
That's next episode because they're searching around to get Ellie Mae, and then they go back to that house with the guy in it.
I didn't see that one.
The guy is all wearing all types of body armor and stuff.
I think my box set has these fucking numbers fucked up.
And the guy starts shooting at him with an M16, and then Boyd goes. And they start talking about the guys that robbed those banks in L.A. And he goes, "Yeah, those guys did it right." And then Boyd goes, "You know, their only problem was." He goes, "No, but they ran out of bullets." He goes, "No, they didn't armor their feet, asshole." And he shot him in the foot.
I didn't see that episode.
Oh, that was a good episode. It's too bad.
It's all right. I can watch it tomorrow after we talk about it tonight. I ain't upset.
Well, thank you, sleeping psychopathy.
Dave loves Christian. That is some of the most disturbing stuff I've ever seen, and it's disturbing because I don't know. I mean, I wasn't on the internet back then. Mark, were you on the internet back in the early 2000s?
Depends on what you mean by
chat rooms.
Yeah, this guy was
No, I wasn't.
Drew Satania, Drew Baca.
Yeah, it was great. It was fucking fantastic. And the guy even paid him respect and said, "Dude, I like you. Like, I'm going to take a break. You're wearing my ass out. I got to take a break."
Yeah.
It was
But
awesome.
this went so. But Raylan left. Raylan left. Fucking Drew with fucking the chick and came to come save Constable Bob. So he's not that far from this place.
He never is. We've determined that. Raylan's never far. Nobody's ever far. Even though it's 3 hours, it's never far, Cynic. Like, it's just like.
But if you remember when they're talking about the school, they say the school is over in Everett's.
Yeah.
All right. But also, Boyd has already left.
Yeah.
With Picker and them to go to the school, but somehow Raylan gets back to the school before Boyd gets there.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Now, needless to say, we did not know that they had already developed another plan by the time Raylan left the school, right? We didn't know that. And that was pretty good for the show. Like, because even I was like, what the fuck? Raylan's biggest, like, caper is to keep, this guy locked up and he leaves him? Holy shit. But they did it pretty well, in my opinion. I thought it was well done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, no, they didn't come up with a plan yet because here's Raylan getting back there with Bob. It's Bob who comes up with the plan.
No.
Remember? No, because when they're leaving, Bob, they say
that's not what they say.
because they're leaving.
That's not what they say. They say that she came up with a different plan.
No, not
it
her.
was Bob, wasn't it?
It was Bob. He goes, "Bob, it's your plan. You tell him." He goes, "People think there's only two ways to get out of Harlan,
right.
but there's a third way." And then they show him on the train.
That is true. Yeah, but
so they didn't have the plan when she when he left her there with Drew. There was no plan of what she was supposed to do.
So he was a terrible cop.
Yes.
Yeah. I like my idea better, Cynic.
No.
Yeah.
And they're still over here fucking around with this car, and he's left, drove all the way back to his house.
I know. Like,
came all the way, got Bob, came all the way back, and they're still fucking around with trying to throw some.
Did they just do that for a smoke screen? Was that the reason they did it? Like, what the
Well, no,
fuck?
because they don't want to drive past. They wanted to throw like basically get one of the bombs to go off so they could get around the car. They don't want them blowing up the car when they're driving past it.
Well, why didn't they just fucking go back the way they came?
Because there was a car behind them too. That's the thing. They drove past the car. There was a car here and a car there. So anyway, they were fucking
rolled
stuck in
behind
between.
them.
They were in between cars.
All I know is it took Tim way too long to make any of this shit happen.
Mm. This is a great conversation, you know, with their back and forth, and he's like, "Oh, we're gonna come back." And he's like, "As long as you come back, you know, like I'll be upstairs waiting."
Yeah, and they said they don't want anything out of him, right?
Yeah, they're like,
Like,
we just want Drew. Just let us get him, and we'll leave. And they're like, "No, you're not gonna get it."
Thank you, sleeping.
right? Very nice.
And this I didn't understand, like why he decided that he needed to kill this other guy.
I think he
I
likes
don't
Tim.
understand what the fuck this guy's doing anyway, ever on this fucking show.
I
No,
think
right.
he's doubting his loyalty to Boyd.
I really wish he would shave them sideburns. What I wish he'd fucking do. I guess he gets them permanently shaved eventually, though.
No, I think, like, I don't know. Like, the only thing I think is maybe he was thinking, like, maybe Boyd told him if you get a chance to take, you know, like the less guy, you know, like the less guys that they have there, the better for these guys. Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know, dude. I didn't understand why he did it, but in my opinion, I thought maybe it was just because, you know, I think he doesn't think his time with Boyd is long lived either.
Yeah, this is the scene now between them.
Which went on way too fucking long.
Yeah.
Way too long.
Yeah. He's just like, "Oh, take your tits out. I want to see them." And Johnny's like, you know, trying to stop. "Oh, Johnny, you like her? Oh shit. You know that he went to Duffy. He made a deal. He sold you guys out."
Yeah. Don't believe a word he's saying, Ava. Or a word he's going to say. And then she talked about, you know, like, you know, wanting a glass of brandy. You know, you guys from up north might have, like, Jesus Christ, cynic.
Yeah.
I hope
Like, is that what you're saying, Mr. Augustine?
Look,
That you
I
want,
didn't mind this scene with her, though.
that you want a
This is one-
blowjob? And Cynic goes,
Yes. Yeah, you fucked up your joke. You were going to try to
"I
make a
did.
gay
I
joke.
did.
And yeah,
I fucked
and
it
you
up.
made me a Chad. Exactly. Yeah.
Man, I'm tired. I can't even make a proper gay joke."
And I thought it was Dave's birthday. Here it was.
But see, I don't understand. Like, how did she know that to get a drink that would be flammable all the minutes beforehand?
Because she had planned it already. She was gonna fuck with him already.
Oh, so maybe this was a plan. Maybe that's why that guy killed that other guy. Maybe they were planning on trying to kill off all these people, so it was just them.
Yeah.
Then why didn't she throw the fucking lighter on him?
Because what's his face pulled the gun on her or whatever.
Johnny?
Johnny. Yeah.
You gonna shoot me, Johnny?
You gonna no, Ava, I love you, baby.
I love you.
I love you, Ava. Now come
And then
over
this
here
will
and
say,
get
"Wow,
my
I see what you.
birthday
Okay, I
gift."
see what you like. I understand what you see in her, or something like that.
Yeah. The strong woman. Yeah. The
Yeah, I
guy
see what you
from-
like about her."
So this guy's convinced no matter what, he's going to win. So he doesn't care about telling Ava shit because they're going to kill off Boyd and Ava anyway.
Well,
And
no,
he'll
he
be in
doesn't care. I think
charge.
at this point he figures why, you know, like if Boyd succeeds, they're gonna, you know, like they're gonna have to get rid of Johnny anyway. So might as well let him know that Johnny tried to betray him, because he doesn't. this guy doesn't care which one of them gets him what they want.
Sure.
Because like Johnny was supposed to get him all this stuff with Duffy, but Johnny didn't come through. So maybe that's why they're burning Johnny. Because Duffy ain't around. Remember, Duffy left.
Yeah, Johnny's never like came through yet.
Yeah, never came through with anything.
Yeah, come on in and take a look.
You know, yeah, this whole scene, this is actually funny right here because he's like, what happened to him? Or, oh, who's he? He's the man who killed Yoo-Hoo.
or yeah.
YOLO. He killed YOLO? Yeah, people underestimate Bob at their peril.
That was pretty good. I did like that. And he has no idea who Drew is.
Who? Picker?
No, Patton Oswalt. He has no
Well,
idea.
he knows she doesn't know that Drew, he knows who Shelby is.
But they never said Shelby, they said Drew.
Well, he knows that Shelby is Drew now because he just saw, he got back there, Shelby's there, it's Drew, he knows he's the cop. He was with
I'm talking about when he got beat up. When he got beat
well,
up.
no, he knew who Shelby was because he was there when Shelby took off in his car, remember?
Oh yeah, when he was riding around with Raylan that day.
When the whole machine gun thing was going on at the
house when he lost his fucking mind. Yeah.
Yeah, just promise me we'll get together again and do this someday.
Yeah, and why did they send like one cop car? Because there was a lot of guys there, not one got caught by the cops.
Yeah. You think you need a helicopter to get a Carlin, but there's another way. They're in the train.
A freight train to nowhere.
Freight train. Getting the coal out. So now here we are. Peace of mind. This is next episode.
What would you give that episode, Jim, out of 10? The last one.
I would give that at 8 or 9.
Cynic?
Yeah, I'd say a 7.5.
Oh, this whole scene in the beginning is great too, where they're talking about how you're suspended, and then he's like, "Okay, well, suspend me tomorrow. Let me go take care of this."
I give it an 8.5. I thought the Patton Oswalt stuff was really good. I like that a lot.
Attorney should be here, shouldn't he?
Yeah, and so this whole thing, like, basically, Shelby's refusing to do anything. Whatever his name is, Drew, Shelby, whatever. If they don't help Ellie Mae.
Well, okay. So, like, he got on a train and he ended up back in Louisville. That's where they're at, right? Lexington.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Now, why do they want her in custody so bad? So
No,
she can
Shelby,
rat on Boyd?
No. Shelby just wants her protected. Shelby knows that they're looking to kill her.
Oh, that's Shelby that said no deal. Okay.
Yeah, no deal until she's safe.
Okay.
And so basically he's telling them go do it. So then they're like, okay, we'll go get her. She's with Limehouse, you know.
Yeah, I didn't see this episode, so I'm gonna ask questions.
All right. And so Limehouse is gonna let her go, you know, and she's like, why don't you just give me to them? They're gonna kill me this day. You gave Shelby over to them, and he's like, you know, I wouldn't do that to you, you know. You know, and so they're all arguing over what to do. They're like, should we go? Let's go kill. Like, I don't understand it. Like, I don't want to know where they are. Supposedly, they're at what bar are these people at right now? If they're at Johnny's bar, you know, Johnny, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that don't.
This looks like they're in the back room of a bar, but Johnny and the Detroit people are at Johnny's bar. Oh no, they're at. It's okay. I never mind. I know where they are. They're at Audrey's.
Audrey,
The whorehouse. The whorehouse.
Okay.
I forgot about the whorehouse.
The slums. So now they're after Johnny?
No, they want to kill Johnny for being a traitor.
Now okay. I was wondering when that was going to happen. Okay.
Yeah, he's like, we got to go kill Johnny now. You know, he's over there waiting. And then, you know, they're like, no, we got to do this. We got to get Ellie Mae. And, you know, and they're like, we could just go. Let's just roll up to whatever, Ransom, whatever, Rabbit Holler, whatever the fuck it's called, Noble's Holler. And he's like, you don't understand what kind of guns they got there.
That's what Boyd told him.
Yeah, he's like, well, just go stick some dynamite in there in the middle of the night.
She's never said a fucking word about Ava.
Well,
I know
it's funny,
Ava doesn't know that, but
here, it's like this right here, this scene. Like, I've noticed there's a lot of times they'll mention something or somebody in this show, and then they show up in the show.
Okay.
Later. Like, he's talking about Julia Roberts, and then, you know, the white limo, whatever. And then he's like, Art's like, I never cared much for her anyway. I always liked her brother, Eric, better. Well, guess who shows up in the fucking series next season? Eric Roberts. Yeah.
He's in it?
Yeah.
For the whole season?
Not the whole season, a couple episodes, he's a DEA agent.
Oh, okay. I like Eric Roberts, dude.
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
Cynic is so quiet tonight. Probably thinking about all those dicks he was promised.
Yeah. You know, it's I fucked myself because I said it, right? Like nobody else has said it. I'm really pissed.
Yeah, so like here they're talking. He's like, "What?" He's like, "What are you doing?" Like, Johnny's rolling bullets. He's like, "What?" He's like, "Well, I'm getting ready for Boyd. They're going to come for me." And he's like, "No, we got other things going on." You know, he's like, "We already getting word that you know, Drew's causing a problem with his deal. He wants some trailer park bunk bunny protected. You know, and we won't do it. So if we can get the girl, he won't make a deal. So we need to get the girl." You know, so Johnny's calling Boyd, trying to get, you know, and so Johnny makes a mistake of thinking that Boyd already made the deal. Oh yeah, I saw that Discovery was back.
Oh really?
Yeah, he posted some video. I could.
Oh, cool.
So what are they talking about here? The plan, Jim?
The plan, like, yeah, he's trying to get Johnny. Johnny calls this account right here, Piso She. This is Discovery.
Cool.
Everyone, if you want to go ahead and subscribe to his channel. I want to.
Is it she? Piso She?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Doesn't pull up.
I'll put it in the chat.
Pull up.
Yeah, I guess he's been back for a while. I didn't know. He's been making videos for about a
month.
About a month.
Greetings, everyone. This is Discover. Sorry. I'm lying. Old habits. This is now Pisoshi, your little comic skate fella in Japan, and I'm here to talk about Eric July because, of course, the man had to put his little finger on Japan's butt, so I rather wipe that off. I wrote to Mr. Van Skyver that this was going to be a long video, so I'm going to cut this in parts. This is part 1 of Eric July versus Japan. Culture war. For me, it's important to tell you guys this. I was a normie. I got into your American culture war with yeah boy Zach. Richard Meyer introduced me to Mr. Ethan Van Skyver and all the Kings, and I just became a fan. It's not easy to normies and anyone from outside of the United States to understand all the labels and all the alphabets that you guys put over the philosophy that each camp is holding.
Did you sub, Jim?
If you are extreme left or extreme right or in the middle, doesn't matter. Everybody has a little label slapped over their philosophy and over their identity or over their values. But you have to agree that the simpler, the better. So what I'm going to try to do is the following. Before talking about July and his half-baked
This is a long video, but so he's back, and everyone should
cool.
Everyone should go check him out.
Excellent job of getting us subscribers and whatever else.
Jim's got 88 tabs open.
I do.
All right, so Johnny's calling who?
Calling Limehouse, trying to make a deal, and to offers Limehouse to save money to 300 grand or whatever, or 500 grand or whatever it is. And then Limehouse said, no, I don't know what you're talking about, whatever. And so Johnny goes, oh, Boyd must have already made that deal. And so then they contact Boyd. Dickie Augustine contacts Boyd. And that's when he tells Boyd, like, oh, Boyd's like, well, I don't see you. So he's like, and Boyd comes and talks to him and says, something like, well, I don't understand why you need me. You got the traitorous, duplicitous piece of shit. You got your money. Just go get the girl from Limehouse. And he's like, well, Limehouse won't deal with the duplicitous piece of shit. He'll only deal with you. And then Boyd goes, well, I don't understand. What do I get out of it? He goes, you get the girl after we get what we want. And then,
what do they want from the girl?
They just want to keep the girl from going to help, so that if Drew doesn't know where the girl is, if they got the girl, he won't testify. You know what I mean? That they'll keep the girl, they'll hang out the girl.
Okay.
And then I think she said, well, what are you going to do with the girl? After she serves her purpose. And Dickie Augustine goes, take her to fucking Six Flags. What do you think?
Yeah. Okay.
And then he goes, well, what do we get out of it? And he goes, well, you get your cousin Johnny.
In front of Johnny?
Yeah, and then he goes, well, that's the deal, or that's just something, that's the perfect amount, or something like that for me, or something. I don't know.
Okay.
I forget what the words were, but it was pretty good. Yeah.
So is Billy a cousin? Is that cousin Billy, or is that just a worker at the bar?
Oh, that's
This boy Crowder. I know every goddamn thing. I'll tell you what.
Yep. Like how the fuck do they know that what's his name won't testify if she's not taken care of? Like, it was a honest question, Cynic. How many dicks did you suck to get to this point in your life?
Yeah.
This is actually a great scene where Boyd uses his alliteration. He's
she
like,
literally sucked 2 dicks at least we know of to get to this point.
yeah, Boyd's brother and Boyd's.
Exactly.
And Raylan's.
And
That's
Raylan's. And Boyd's daddy.
Maybe.
Well, who was she married to? His dad, right?
Boyd's brother.
Brother. Okay.
Brother.
All right.
But this whole thing, why you're cutting off the tail of my cousin and offering up to me is opaque to me.
I liked when guy from Michigan said, I love how you use too many words when 4 words will suffice. Like, just shut the fuck up, Boyd. You talk too much.
Yeah. And in this case, like, I'm going to need Google Translate on my phone if I'm going to keep talking to you.
Right. No shit. I guess the question is, since I didn't see, like,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And so here's Johnny telling him what the deal is, that Shelby won't testify unless she's safe. They want to leverage her. And then someone, I believe, someone smacks Johnny for telling him what's going on. You know, which it's weird, like why he's trying to square it with maybe tell Boyd, you know.
I want to know how anybody knows what Shelby's doing when he's locked up in a federal.
Well, they have supposedly whatever, the guy who runs has a mole still in the you know, still has somebody giving him information. U.S. Attorney's Office or FBI or somebody's still feeding them information.
Okay, I got you. So the weird thing is though, Jim, like the guy from Michigan knows that Johnny's a fucking retard. Why would you tell him anything? If you have the information, why would you tell Johnny anything? He's a fucking traitor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so now
too. So
Raylan knows what Limehouse has her.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because wouldn't know pulled pork from pig bum. Crackers.
So
cracker
dumb.
ass crackers.
That's some dumb shit. I don't know why they do that
You
shit.
cracker ass crackers wouldn't know I saw him from a cracker. Crickety crack crackers.
You wouldn't know I saw him from Blood Ruth, you dumb crackers.
Crickety crack crackers. Mm-hmm. And she gets all tough, says, I'll break rank and put you in your place, boy.
Whoa.
For me, we're going to wrestle. We're going to tussle.
Okay. So you said you checked out during this section simulated?
Yeah, dude. The Limehouse stuff, dude. I'm so sick of Limehouse.
Me too. So now nobody knows who Ellie Mae is up here. Okay. Like they do know that Raylan doesn't just show up because he doesn't know something, right? At this point, we're 4 seasons in.
Yeah, shit. Plus, we got to do it because they talk shit to Rachel. So,
right.
Yeah, he was rude to Rachel.
All right. So she's hid so well here at Limehouse's fucking holla. They couldn't find her. All right. I get it. I guess. And why the fuck Ava just showed up, or was she hiding?
No, she came. They brought her up through the back way.
Yeah.
You know, because you got to get it's like seeing a wizard. You got to get permission, and they got to take you in to see him. Because you know how they said there's only one way in and one way out over the bridge?
Sure.
I guess that's not true. There's obviously another way. But you have to be a certain persuasion to know it.
What's that persuasion, Jim?
Backdoor
Banker.
specialist.
Oh.
I thought you were going to say banker. Oh. Get him, Mark. Get him.
He's shoving a
No.
ribeye in his mouth right now and drinking vodka. What are you talking about?
Cynic is a smart man. Damn.
Okay, so now here, so this is that guy. Do you remember? Do you remember this guy, Nicky Cush, that they went and saw and Boyd put a drill in his mouth?
Yeah.
So she's there now trying to get help from him and, and stuff. And then
so she escaped from Limehouse's?
No, Limehouse let her go. And so she went to him to get help to get me out of town because they're looking for me. And then he's like, if they find out I helped you, they'll kill me.
He's right. He ain't fucking wrong.
Just tell him I stole the car. And then, something. She's like, well, just take me to your hideout. And she's like, this is my hideout.
Oh, okay.
And so then, he's like, you don't hear that? Hear that? There they come. Oh, vehicle, go hide. And so these guys show up here. And then they're looking through and they see all this stuff with the string and all this stuff. And Nikki August is like, oh my God, this is like
he's like a serial killer.
Yeah. This is a desperate cry. Yeah, this is like a desperate cry.
That's like Jim's comic book collection, a desperate cry for help, Mark.
Yeah.
So see, he comes out then in like body armor stuff with a, I don't know, some type of an AR. Can't tell.
Oh, the dude that had the drill in his mouth. This is him.
Yeah, this is him now with an AR, like a military profile barrel.
But he didn't shoot anybody, did he?
What do you care? So he takes the gun from him, and they coming back, and they see all these guys here holding Johnny hostage, and they're like telling him to put the guns on the floor or whatever, and and this is where then like Johnny basically announces that he helped the marshals get Drew, so they know Johnny betrayed him.
Betrayed
really
them all.
betrayed him, but really betrayed him. Like not just betrayed these guys, but betrayed everybody to the cops.
He got nothing out of it. He got dick out of this, cynic.
What'd you expect, Johnny? He'll get Boyd on the phone. He's about to kick my ass, and Raylan punches him in the stomach, which is a violation of the law and that guy's rights. So see, Raylan crosses the line all the time. People just think it's okay, but we can't let any stupid pig get away with this shit.
Nope. I don't care if we like him on screen or not.
No.
He's a piece of shit cop
That's
acting
right.
like a fucking renegade. Fuck this guy.
Because that, while this is all going on, Boyd just happens to call the guy on the phone to tell him, hey, you're closer to where she's over by the, she's over by the, whatchamacallit,
the Tasty Freeze. Yeah, whatever.
She's over by this, and then
why is there a fucking helicopter landing spot there?
No, I don't know.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
No, and so then the phone rings, and then he makes him put it on speaker, and you're going to play along. He says, I need you to take Nikki's men to the church where Cassie is. That's where she's going. And then, the marshal had it was, and then he's like, hey, you got to help me. They're going to kill me. And so she's here, but they don't explain really how Colt gets there. Or no, Ellie, it's not Colt. It's, Ava shows up there. Oh, that's right. But Ava's wants to kill Ellie Mae, and they don't want Ellie Mae dead. They need Ellie Mae alive so that they can keep Drew from talking. But they don't want the marshals to get Ellie Mae. And so, yeah. And then Colt shows up, and it's like, no, I need to take her with me. She's coming with me. You can't, Ava. And then
Tim shows up.
And so this is like a repeat of what happened a couple episodes ago where he was there with her in the tent and everything, and Tim's there, and then and he's like, do you kill my friend? You know what it's like to be in the shit? But see, here's the thing too, is like, if Ava's got a gun on her, Ava was behind Tim. Ava could have just popped Tim in the back of the head.
It's over. Yeah.
Right.
It's done.
That would be like, that doesn't, plot armor. Like, Ava could have just popped him.
Accepting death here. Is that what he's doing? Smoking his
I think so. He's
okay.
Her brother's a true believer, and that I wanted your bullets to find Boyd.
Oh, because her brother's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then there's this whole thing. And this I don't understand too, is like basically Boyd telling Ava that it's on, like she decided to do all this, it's on her, and blah blah blah, and about killing Delroy.
Well, because Boyd just wanted to kill what's her name like a long time ago.
Yeah.
There's still one more move we can make, Cynic. One more. Boyd's always got one more move.
Yeah, they're gonna go
he's always
just
playing
go get
like 60 chest, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so there's these people, they're all hanging out, meeting and stuff, and then so here they're delivering a chair, Here they are delivering a chair. Oh, wait, that's Picker delivering a chair to
Boyd's wife or pregnant
Raylan's wife,
ex-girlfriend.
Winona.
How the fuck did they deliver this chair?
What do you mean? He just pretended he was a delivery guy. He went and got a chair and brought it there.
Oh, he thought it. Oh, he acted like it was a gift from somebody or something.
Yeah, like he's basically like, you bought this chair. It's maybe from Raylan, maybe whoever here. We're delivering this chair. And we put it together for you. Obviously, there's a listening device or something in the fucking chair. You know what I mean? And they wanted to see the house and see what the inside of the house looks like.
Which is really weird for the mafia to go after the family. Like,
well,
right? Like, isn't it kind of weird?
Well, they weren't going to use them.
So this is season finale. They're all proud of themselves. Raylan gets suspended for 30 days.
Right. And so he's like, yeah, I got to go see apparently I got to find out why we have another rocking chair or something. And so they're going to get the stuff, and then but they get there, and then they're already there getting the body out. So they're like, oh, we got to come up with a plan, and we're going to do all this stuff. And Raylan gets to his house with Winona, and these guys are already in the house. You know, this is actually a really good scene where Raylan's doing all this stuff and trying to get the guy to do something so he's able to wrestle the gun away from him. And
yeah. Be Raylan.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Raylan's killed more people as a cop than any cop in history, except for maybe Dirty Harry.
No, I think Raylan's killing more people than Dirty Harry, dude.
Well, he did a lot of movies, though. Like,
yeah, but I mean, how many people did Dirty Harry kill? Well, you know what? I don't know. We'd have to really do the math on
that. We'll start fucking checking boxes as we're watching.
You know what? I'll ask Grok AI. Who
last
more
one,
people.
Sleeping Psychopathy, and this one will be quick because we all watched it. Tim was trying to give me some detail of the last one.
Yeah, so they're in there. This guy says he's like a little elf or something. He's doing all the stuff that you're on his list, and they're gonna get you. And you know, this guy, hits him, and he's like, "What are you doing? You got to hit him in the stomach. You don't hit him in the head. He's got to get us in there where the guy is, so we can kill him. If we can't get in there, if he's all beat up." And
oh, that was their master plan, was to go into the fucking lockup place.
Yeah. Basically, find out where they're keeping.
We're not.
And he's like, "Yeah, you're gonna rob Shelby."
Yeah, that's the whole point of the safe house. You don't fucking know, you dummies.
Yeah, we're gonna get us in there, and we're gonna do what needs doing. And if you don't, maybe we can tear the baby out, kill it separate, whatever.
That was the wrong thing to say, dude.
Yeah, and then she's like, what did he do? Please don't tell me she didn't cheat. He didn't cheat on you, did you? And then he's like, this is great. I can't help you. The best thing to do right now is, drop your guns, put your heads behind your back. Maybe for this guy, he could do something to stop, mouthing the words to whatever, that book.
Right.
But it takes her a long time to shoot him.
It did, didn't it? Like, maybe she had to get her. Bang, bang. They shot him in tandem like a boss.
Yeah. So then they come up with this whole plan, and they're all talking about this, and then Raylan said something. They're like, stay away from this. You can't go near him,
Now, Sleeping, just so you know, Jim hasn't watched this in a year, and he can still recite the fucking lines. It's goddamn frightening.
Oh.
What is this? Jim narrates like Ben Stein talks. I don't know what that means. Yeah, we were just getting through this season.
Isn't Ben Stein just Ben Stein talking?
Talk about money?
Narrating?
Oh yeah, so this whole thing where he's like, "Oh, Sammy Tonen's going to take care of it," and all this stuff, and he's like, "Sammy Tonen, this guy can't do a fucking thing. He's afraid of his own shadow because his shadow could kick his ass." Then this guy starts telling him something, and then Raylan tells him, "Get away from me. Go get a pencil. Do whatever lawyers do." You know.
Yeah.
And then Raylan's like, "Okay, so if something happens and they kill Winona, it's gonna...
Or is
no,
there?
there's better coming."
Is there?
Yeah. What?
Nice try, Dave. Nice try.
No, it was an honest question because this is season 4, and I think it's 7 seasons, right? Because sometimes these shows hit a peak and then they start falling off very fast.
I think it's only 6 seasons. Is there 7?
Maybe 6, whatever it is. I'm
No,
not
because
the
I'm pretty
expert.
sure next season, if I'm not mistaken, next season is the season with the crows, right? Where,
Yeah, Cynic,
where
do you know
Dewey
Cynic?
gets let out of jail. Dewey buys
Yeah.
Dewey Crow buys Audrey's from Dewey Crow buys Audrey's. Dewey Crow buys Audrey's from them.
What, did he finally get his fucking inheritance from somebody?
No, he gets money, gets paid from the court. They have to pay him. They pay him like $350,000 because of the shit that happened with when he got kidnapped out of prison.
Oh, okay.
By the crooked guards.
So it actually made some sense. Okay.
Right. Yeah. So, and then for whatever Raylan is down in Miami looking for another crow.
Jim.
No,
Jim
it's
Crow?
the Daryl Crow or Dale Crow or Daryl Crow Jr. or something like that. And it just happens to, for whatever reason, mention in front of this Haitian dude that Dewey Crow came into a bunch of money. And so then the Crows decide to come up to Kentucky to, because Dewey's got money now. And a whole mess of stuff happens. And then your favorite guy in the world, what the fuck is his name? The comedian guy, Rappaport, Michael Rappaport.
Ugh.
He's in it. He's Daryl Crow Jr. He's actually pretty good in it, though.
But he's like 6'6", man, and Dewey's like 5'4".
Well, no, he's supposed to be a big guy because he ends up beating up a bunch of people, and then there's this whole thing with Nazis and everything, and it's
So this is Ye's favorite season.
Yeah, his favorite season.
Yeah, Raylan, he says, "Is everything all right?" No, you stupid motherfucker. Nothing's all right. Dumbass. Now, he just got threatened with his job, Jim.
Right, but he still told her, he said, "I'm going to take care of this. I told you I'm going to take care of this."
Right, but I'm saying...
When Raylan says he's going to take care of it, you know what he means. He's going to kill people.
I guess, man, like, okay. No laws for Raylan. No laws whatsoever.
Morgan Kane, I'm really sorry that you think these are boring. I'm not good at this. I'm a horrible, I don't know what you would call this, a recap or just talking about it. It's not really a review.
Yeah, and I'm only being quiet because I'm mildly distracted with something right now. So
yeah, we heard. We already heard that you and Summer Swan got married and you're gonna elope to some fucking place called Nick Gramistan.
Okay, that was hurtful.
Okay.
But it's the trans part that gets it really excited, Jim. You left out the
Summer
trans
Swan, thank you for the $2. Would you like me to kick Cynic for that $2? Thank you for the happy birthday wishes. Salty, thank you, sir. How are you doing, Hooker Face? Good to see you in the chat. I'm glad to see you guys. You and Savage are streaming again. Is that going to be every Tuesday show now? Have you decided on a night? Is it Tuesday nights? You could narrate better and Cynic stop watching gay porn.
What's a tusk day?
Wait, does he not want me to talk, or does he want me to talk? I'm confused now because if I stop watching gay porn, you're just gonna get more of Cynic.
Yeah, right.
Explain more, dude.
So, yeah, this episode, I thought they wrapped things up pretty good. Like this guy here, like he's kind of a boss. He saw his buddies get killed and he took care of shit. Yeah, you send me the link, Salty. Of course I'll hang out with you guys. I love you and Savage. You guys are fun to talk to. And hang out with. Savage is a
So they do this whole
funny
thing
motherfucker.
where
Yeah, the whole burial thing, dude. This was like
where they go dig this guy up and then they're gonna go swap the bodies.
So like the weird thing on plus Cynic forever. No, never kick Cynic. What? Just for that. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, it's your birthday.
he's DMing somebody like crazy tonight.
So this all happens. They come get the bodies. They're going to swap them out. This and that. But what's weird too, though, is that like it jumps to where like Picker and Nikki Augustine are eating and they're talking, and Picker's like, well, Nick, Sammy's in charge now because his dad left. He wants you to come kiss the ring, and and then Sammy Augustine or Nikki Augustine's like, fuck that. I'll take care of that little shit when I get back there or whatever. And then
he's gonna take care of. He's gonna kill him. Yeah, he's a worthless piece of crap. All this stuff.
Crowder calls out of blue, says he's bringing a marshal, and you're just gonna tell him where to meet you and stuff. And he's like, "Well, I was interested." Play high noon.
They got nothing on him, legitimately. Do they?
Yeah.
Like Raylan thinks he knows they did something, but he doesn't know he did it for sure.
And this guy, he's like, "Oh, I might be worried if Crowder wasn't bringing him here, but Crowder's bringing him here, so I know everything's going to be all right." It's like,
what? Yeah, like these Crowders have already told you they'll sell each other out. Then later. You don't want to be management. We wouldn't even be having this conversation in the first place if you would have popped the marshal over at the school. And he's like, then we would have more problems, Nikki, because you don't know what's. You got it, Summer Swan. He's gone.
Yeah, he's a mug club member. It's the original mug club. Oh, Summer Swan's leaving. Oh no. What registry did you and Cynic sign up to that we're supposed to send gifts?
Cynic, please answer the question.
Bass Pro Shop? We're
Liar.
fancy.
What the fuck is this? Get viral and be engaged. Check comment for more.
I was viral in college one time, and
that's on your channel, Jim.
And I got engaged to the woman. So yeah, thank you.
Cool.
That's right, Swan.
That's right, Swan. Yeah, so they said they were going to meet him at the diner, but he goes out to the car to wait.
Yeah, at the airport. No, they were at the diner or at the airport or whatever. And Raylan's like, whatever, Nikki found out about Winona did not come from me. And he's like, I'm not sure you're the one to talk about threatening a woman. Oh, because that's right. Because that's how Raylan got him to come with them, is because Raylan threatened Eva, saying, "Oh, that Ellie Mae has a lot of things to say about Ava. Maybe I should just bring Ava in with me."
Yeah, that's right.
While I'm here,
yeah.
And it's like, "No, that's all right. I'll go with you."
Yeah, and then this whole thing about you love her like what? Like you love
like your pretty like
Yeah.
those tattoos, like your pretty white skin,
like your preaching days, all when you loved God, all that shit.
You know what this is great. You know what I think, Raylan? I think you're just jealous that I got to open a present that'll never be under your Christmas tree. But you forget, Boyd, Raylan did open that present and close that present and open that present numerous times before you ever saw it.
And told that present to go fucking pound sand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This ends tonight. What? Maybe you get him to pull on you so you can end it right there. And then Raylan's like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, he goes, they always pull. Like,
it ain't broke. Yeah, when he's like, well, what if he doesn't pull? And he's like, they always pull.
Yeah, they always pull.
And he's like, you're pretending that you're not the bad guy?
Which is a very good point, because he is a fucking bad guy.
Yeah, I mean, technically, Raylan should be in prison for the rest of his life.
He should be fucking probably
for the stuff Like David Vasquez told him, I got the whole list of shit, and he's like, I'd like to see what's on. He goes, just sit down and write down all the shit you shouldn't have done.
Yeah. He'd have, there's nothing he could put on the list that he should have done. I can't think of one thing in this show, Cynic, that made him look like a hero.
Yeah, me neither.
And I didn't understand this either, that Ava basically telling him to get out of the car, that she's going to do it alone, because I know what she's thinking. She doesn't want anybody else to know where she's putting the body. That way no one can turn her in for it.
But this is Billy.
Jimmy.
Or Jimmy. Jimmy's fucking dedicated, dude. So far, as I can tell.
Oh, yeah. Jimmy's a great character. I was very upset when he goes.
Oh, no, not another one.
It is not fucking pretty either.
I can imagine.
He gets bit by a bunch of snakes and dies.
Oof. Wow.
See, you don't even remember. That was the beginning of this season, dude.
Yeah, it was way at the beginning, dude.
That was the cousin, or that was the priest.
The preacher. Yeah, I know. See, you're not paying attention, Dave. I don't know if you really watched any of these.
No, I watched it all. But if another guy dies from a bunch of snakes, why would I doubt it? These guys are all
the same guy. This is the guy who got bit by the snakes.
No, but the preacher himself, didn't he die the same way?
No, Jimmy got bit. Remember, on his face? And Colt cuts it off and it's stuck to his face.
Oh,
and
when
the doctor comes.
Poisonous. Yeah.
Yeah, and the doctor said they were all, see?
Yeah. I remember.
I didn't get this.
I haven't watched it 14 times, though.
Neither have I.
You've watched this 14 times, Jim?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good Lord.
Probably 6, though, right, Jim?
Maybe 6 or 7 times. But this is good, too, because it's here, he's like, he doesn't care if you're armed. He just wants to make sure you're not wearing a wire. Either that, either that or he doesn't give a shit, whatever. And he's like, how's that feel having your wagon hitched to someone who doesn't give a shit? But see, what we don't know is that Raylan was already on the phone with somebody else, which to me doesn't make a lot of sense. Why, if he has already talked to Raylan, if Raylan's already talked to Sammy Tonin, why did he need Boyd to tell him where the fuck Nikki was?
Well, why did Raylan even need to show up here? Legitimately.
Yeah.
The guy from Detroit shows up. He knows what the fuck is going on, and he caps him. Why does he need to be here at all? Makes no sense. So we can see fucking, the threat of him maybe pulling out his gun and killing a guy in a limo. It's kind of dumb. Yeah. Fucking, that's Marvel bullshit right there. It's retarded. It's retarded.
Mm-hmm.
To be the lead dog.
Yeah, and he said, "Oh, you know how to avoid being in a plane. How to survive a plane crash is not to be in it." So he gets in. So they have this whole back and forth talking, and about what they're going to do, leave my family alone, do this and that, and then tells him or you're never going to make it out of the car. And he's like, "What? You're going to shoot me, whatever?" And then Raylan goes, "No, you're still in the car, asshole." He's like, "Oh, you're just going to execute me? It's not who you are." Well, actually, it is who Raylan is, but he doesn't think he can get away with it because there's too many people outside the car. So, he's like, so first, first I'm going to go back to Detroit and kill Theo's pasty little pussy of a son. Then I'm going to come back and kill your whole family.
Kevin, no, I did not get any birthday cake. But my son, he works at a steakhouse, and he just called me during the stream, and he says, "Hey, I brought you home a couple of desserts from the steakhouse. Do you want them upstairs or want to bring them downstairs?" I said, "You bring those fuckers downstairs. I'm going to eat one now. I want some birthday cake." Yeah.
This whole scene with fucking, so Sammy Tonin gets here and tells him, he said you're a pussy, he's going to kill you. And he goes, "Well, you're gonna let me do what I need to do. You guys a lawman, you wouldn't have to stop me. And he's like, I'm on suspension. And he turns around and walks away, and then he tells Picker to go machine gun the car basically and kills.
Yeah, go take care of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, fucking.
Well, see, that's the thing. Boyd knows about it.
Right.
Picker knows. All these people know. You know what I mean? So basically, all these people now think Raylan is a what? Crooked cop.
A criminal. Yeah. It's fucking terrible. God damn it, a Torah fan.
So here they are. They bust Ava.
Yeah, that's when they snatch her up and
yeah.
They beat the shit out of Boyd.
Yeah.
But why didn't they just cap Boyd? Like, again, why not kill him?
Well, that was kind of that's plot armor. Boyd has to survive all the way until the.
But they could have went with Limehouse, for the next 2 seasons.
No, Boyd is the whole show is Boyd and Raylan.
I understand, but like, if he's that scared of fucking Boyd, why would you keep him alive? I mean, it's not like the old man's moving anywhere.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's it. So here, this is a great scene too, because then Boyd's sitting here drinking, and then who shows up but Win Duffy?
Of course.
To tell Boyd, that he's now the
I'm in charge of
he's now the which I didn't get, because he says, I'm now the mob's man east of the Mississippi.
Yep.
But Detroit is east of the Mississippi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So he's the mob's man in Detroit?
No,
doesn't make any sense.
I think
I understand. He means Kentucky or whatever, but I mean, fuck, man.
I think
he should have said the mob's man in Kentucky.
I think he means the man's. Like, I mean, the boss ain't the boss. He's just like, he's the overlord, right? Hey, you got the West Coast, you got the East Coast.
Yeah. You hear the news out of Detroit, Sam? Which the outfit was what the mob in Chicago was called, not the mob in Detroit. So I have to tell them they're fucking.
Well, at least they didn't capitalize outfit, right? Like they did say, like, just like the outfit. So
and I'm their man east of the Mississippi. I didn't like that part, because I'm like, it's technically not true. You're not their man in Illinois. You're not their man in Wisconsin. You're not their man in.
I think he is, though. I think he is, because the guy in charge doesn't want to have his hands dirty. So he's got these guys getting their hands dirty and just report to him. I don't think this guy is I don't think the other guy's going to be running around collecting dues and fucking, dealing with the local fucking hillbillies in Kentucky or even Illinois. Looks like Lieutenant Governor from Benson. He promised he promised her to get her out in 24 hours. He's going to hire the best lawyers.
Right. But this is and I forgot, because he says that, and then he tells Boyd, I want you to be my man in Kentucky.
Yeah, that my heroin guy in Kentucky. Yep.
Yeah.
Nod if you want the job, right? That's what he tells him. And what did he do, Cynic?
I don't know.
He nodded. Yeah. Like, of course he wants the fucking job, because at the end of the day, Boyd is just a greedy fuck. He loves Ava, but he still wants to be this guy in charge of a big heroin operation so he can get wealthy, right?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's still a piece of shit.
And then I get Boyd goes and breaks into the house.
Which gay as fuck.
Yeah, but he should have the money. They didn't explain where his money went. You know what I mean? Like, he had the money that he gave to get Shelby, and then, he had the money from Nikki Augustine.
Did he get the money?
He had the money on him that was supposed to get Ellie Mae back, remember? Like, Ava had it. When did Ava give the money back?
I don't know, but
I never saw that either.
This is the house that Ava's mama was a maid in, right?
Yeah, and look at what a shitty job he does patching that. That's horrible.
I know, right?
There's got to be some Mexicans there he could have hired.
Well, he's 30-day suspension, man. He's someone, he's just getting all the aggression out, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, this is where what's he coming? Is he coming to grips with his property and loving his dad now?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he set it up. What stream are you catching up on, Cynic?
This one, he's being funny.
Oh. It's Dave's birthday, and all of a sudden he has Alzheimer's. Can't remember anything about his show. The show. I remember plenty, but I haven't seen it 5 or 6 times. So, content in, content out. Okay, so last episode, what number would you give that episode, Jim? Not this one, the last one.
An 8.
And this one?
Season finale?
An 8. Season finale, I'd give it a 9, the season finale.
What about you, Cynic?
I'd go 8 and 8 personally.
Oh, of course, Cynic's going to go 88. Heil Hitler and shit.
It's Dave's birthday. I'm giving him a present.
I thought he'd go 69, 69. I don't know.
Yeah, 6.9, 6.9. I'm going to give the season finale like an 8. I think it was good. Not great, but they did wrap up pretty well. So next week we meet a whole new crew of gangsters, or is it Dickie Crow this time back?
Huh? Next season? No, there's going to be some.
He had multiple desserts for me.
No, I asked it for 2.
One
for you, one for me.
That's not what he said when he called
Because
me.
he didn't realize.
Oh.
And I'm the one that bought it, not him.
Ooh.
Somebody's fired.
Fight.
There's a lot of good like subplots, different episodes in the next season, because at some point, Raylan decides to tell Art the truth.
Never a good idea.
About how Sammy Tone and about how Nikki Augustine died.
All right, let's watch Zelensky get dunked on.
We did.
We already
That's
did.
the whole thing. That whole thing was glorious, bro.
Oh,
But there was more than the 5 minutes.
Dude, they went on for like an hour. What are you talking about?
It was like 10 minutes.
I watched it. It was like an hour.
I don't believe you.
Oh,
An hour.
Yeah, it was a long.
Trump listened to that fucking lunatic talk for an hour.
No, Trump dunked on that motherfucker for an hour, telling him he needs to be thankful and grateful, and let a guy ask him why he doesn't wear suits.
Well, Trump cannot control.
That shit was funny as fuck, though.
Well, I did put something in the private chat, Jim, where I had no idea Zelensky was that small. I mean, Zelensky, what is he, like 5'2" or something?
Did y'all not watch the whole press conference?
No.
Dude, I was went to Sam's and had that shit.
Here's my cheesecake I got from the steakhouse.
Oh,
it's good, man.
What is that? It's a chocolate something?
It looks like a caramel chocolate thing. So like a turtle, probably turtle cheesecake. So let's see here.
Why do you look so upset eating that?
I'm tasting it, dude. I'm trying to get those.
Oh, you're doing
being critical. You got to swish it around in your mouth. You got to breathe it in. Oh wait, it's not a bourbon.
Shit.
I saw something that I thought was really good.
That's really fucking good.
This is a early birthday present for Dave.
I ain't never
love
seen
cheesecake.
somebody mean mug a fucking cheesecake though.
God damn. Oh, Tony Soprano.
That's a show we need to review.
Oh damn!
worst character in the entire fucking series right there. Christopher
he was, but-
Moltisanti.
Oh,
God, I couldn't
God.
stand his ass. And the fact that he had what's the chick's name that he was dating, the niece or whatever?
Adriana, the server.
Yeah, Adriana. Yeah,
La Puya, Adriana the server. Oh, the Puya
Jesus
Booty.
Christ. Hey Julio, did you make sweet music with your buddy today?
No. I'm a lover spurned cynic.
You sound disappointed, man. You okay?
No, I'm fine. Scheduling was fucked up. I thought my buddy was going to hang out tonight, then we're going to go to the studio tomorrow, but we're going to the studio tomorrow, and then we're going to hang out tomorrow night.
Oh, so you got to wait another day to get it.
That's all right. I've just been
Mr. Self-Destruct for $2 is
Edging the whole time,
Head
yeah.
Ninja birthday.
He's got blue ball.
Woo! Yeah, it's my birthday, buddy. I don't need to go full screen. He's upset because he knows the sugar he's going to have is going to cause a gout attack.
No, what do you
Oh,
think?
yeah,
They just
got you have gout. Oh,
they
fucking
just AI people's faces over these babies or something?
No, it's
Yeah.
real.
These
These
that's
are
a real
actually
baby
kids that look like this?
That's a
Uh-huh.
real
these,
baby
these are
picture.
them. They went back in time. They found all
Yeah.
the actors and said, "Hey, we need your picture as a baby. Look at that.
But that baby is bald.
Yeah, some babies are born bald.
Jeez,
Lots of
be a
babies are
hater,
born
Jim.
bald.
Jesus.
Yeah, Jesus, Jim.
Oh, God, look at that one.
This is disturbing.
Yeah, Jim, I don't know.
Oh, shit.
It's a little
Did
weird.
you send Dr. Ben the link?
Yeah.
Who?
Jim. Such a dick.
Dr.
don't
Ben, your replacement?
Shut up.
You know what? I don't mind. Now, this is
Oh.
Ralphie, right?
Yeah, Ralphie
Ralph
was,
Cifaretto?
was a
This
bad
is
character too
amazing.
until they
Because this doesn't really,
fuck out
because
of
it does, this one, I mean, I can kind of
That's
tell it's Ralphie, but it's like, that's why I'm
You
wondering,
can't-
like, how did they do this?
You can tell it's Ralphie by the wig.
Right. Yep. Best character in the series, by the way, in my opinion.
Yeah, he
Hey,
was one
it's
of
still-
my most hated and loved characters at the same time because of the
Yeah.
way his story worked out.
She was
Friday
a
night,
hooah.
Sleeping
was
Psychopath.
the
Most of the
hooah.
time is a review night of TV shows or movies or whatever, and then we move on to the nonsense after that.
Right, and cake.
Hey, sleeping psychopathy says Julio, if the pills don't wear off in 4 hours, call me a medical professional.
I'm going to text Cynic at 3 o'clock in the morning. Cynic, I don't know what to do.
FaceTime.
Cynic, I need help with this.
Yeah.
Cynic, come over.
I can't go all the way up to Virginia at this time of night.
I like that BTM canon is that I'm gay.
Now, and then I don't understand. Like,
That's
there's a,
I don't know
BTM
where that
canon
came
that you're
from.
gay? Bro,
I
I'm just, what are you talking about?
supposedly they're making a
Stolen
new
valor
series
there,
for
bud.
Sopranos. Did you hear that?
They're doing
Julio?
what?
They're doing Soprano, like they're going to do Sopranos in the 80s.
No.
Like, you know, like, yeah, like Tony when he was younger before, like,
Oh, like young.
yeah, like in between, like they did that because they fucked that whole prequel movie up that they did, whatever of Newark, because they had
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, they had the times all, the things all fucked up. You know what I mean? Like the different, like,
I feel like
Tony
I've
was
heard-
the wrong age. He should have been.
Chris has canon right. BTM canon is Cynic is flaming, and Julio is just D&D guy. Gay.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Oh, dude, that
Kevin
reminds
for
me of
$20. Happy birthday, Dave. Thank you, Kevin. That's very generous.
Jim, what did you think of Many Saints of Newark? I thought it was like 6 out of 10.
It was all right, but I didn't.
Oh,
Happy
fuck.
birthday to me.
Oh, that's fucking great.
So Did you see that movie, Jim, that he's talking about?
What movie?
I'm not falling for that shit again, Dave.
Well, I am writing on the board, so I'm not near the keyboards.
Yeah, man. I mean, how many things did he get this?
Do it. All right. I don't like how he has access to my fucking media assets also. Holy shit. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
he's literally in the driver's seat.
Who?
Yeah, you, Jim.
What?
What?
What do you mean?
It is
Like,
fun. I'm not gonna lie. Jim picked that song. I'm telling Tony.
anyway, yeah. So, but like here, I didn't like the Many Saints of Newark because they fucked the timeline all up because they wanted to cram, what's his face, James Gandolfini's son in to it, and it was the time that they were showing basically was the riots that happened, and those riots happened. Don't you remember when they had already showed that in The Sopranos when he was at the, like, you know, like that Tony's dad got arrested. Remember Tony's dad got arrested? Tony was a little kid and all that. And he's like, why don't these blah blah burning down half of Newark? Why aren't you over there arresting them? That was when all those riots were happening.
Yeah. Well, I think they said David Chase wanted to make a movie about the Newark riots, but nobody was buying it, so he shoehorned it into a Sopranos prequel.
Yeah.
I thought the kid was good though.
He was good, but the ages were all fucked up, and like all these people, like, you know, like Syl and like Syl's supposed to be the same age as Silvio Dante, you know, and Jackie Aprile and Tony. They were all supposed to be friends and in a crew together. Remember?
Yep.
In high school, but they had Syl in this movie as an older guy who was already in the mob, and remember,
and bald. Didn't his hair get in the movie?
Yeah.
It was a hairpiece when he was 20 or something.
Yeah, so yeah, it was weird. Like they did all this weird stuff, and I didn't like it.
Kevin said, aside from the timeline, it was still terrible. It looked like someone recorded Sopranos cosplay convention.
That's fair.
Yeah, I mean, I liked the guy they had playing Tony. I liked that they had what's his face playing Tony's dad, the Punisher.
Oh, I don't know the actor's name. The guy who shot through fucking Tony's mother's hair in the car.
Yeah, thanks for becoming a member, Mr. Self-Destruct. Thank you very much. I protest BTM on the regular. Was it a BLM protest? Might make more sense.
Oh, did you guys see this stuff? This is a good video. Like here, this is cool. This is just a normal day in New York City. All right. Let me see. I don't know if this music is just music.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Then all this, look at this. More news about Anthony Cumia. Opie and Anthony Cumia returning to New York radio on WABC.
That's a big deal.
It is.
I'll fucking listen to it.
Yeah, I already downloaded the app.
Yeah, right on.
The WABC app, you can listen to it. Opie is fucking mauling over it. Oh, actually, Opie said he's going to...
I was going to ask you that question. Is Opie fucking fired up about this?
He is, but someone was invited to be a guest on Opie's show Wednesday morning.
Would that be you?
It was me. So we'll see. If I can get up early enough in the morning, I'll be on Opie's show.
Oh, come on.
Wait, why is Opie Why is Opie
It's
still
dependent
doing
on you
shows?
being able to get up. Set an alarm. Jesus.
Right.
He's a
Well,
night
he's
owl.
got babies he's
Playing.
watching, dude. Like it's
Well, we'll see.
Yeah,
though. I
but
don't
it's
know. But I
also-
have to be on
why
my
is
best
Opie so-
behavior. If I'm on Opie's show, I got to be on my best behavior.
What
Does he
time
know what you look
show?
like? Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say, just send me the link and I'll be Jim if you can't make it.
What-
You'll wake up in time.
what does that mean? Like you can't fucking railroad the
I
show with
can't-
your clips?
Well, yeah, I can't do that.
Oh,
And I
okay.
also I can't let him know how much I like Anthony.
Mm.
All right. What
But he
time
knows
is the
you like
show?
Anthony, right?
I don't know.
Christ. What time is Opie's fucking show?
Like 5 a.m. in the morning?
Why is
Oh.
he still doing shows at 5 in the
Because
morning?
he's a morning radio guy.
But it's on YouTube, isn't it?
Yes. And Facebook.
Oh, I hate him. I hate him so fucking much.
He's the least talented person ever to be given a mic on radio. He's awful.
I'm glad you clarified radio. I was
On radio, yes. I was, I was being humble, but
That
I've been trying to get him to come on our show.
I thought he said he would.
Anthony or Opie?
Both of them. I'm trying to get them both at the same time. It'd be great. It'd be
I prefer Anthony, personally.
I think everyone would. That's why Anthony got hired on a radio station and Opie didn't. But let's get back to where we're at.
hey, speaking about the Anthony sphere, you were good on Pat's show, Jim. I watched it on Rumble. It was good. Pat
Pat who?
Dixon.
I don't
Oh,
know
yes,
anybody
Dick-
named Pat Dixon.
Oh, I
Is
see.
Dixon you?
I see, Howard.
No. You think so? 'Cause I didn't think I was very funny.
Nah, you were good. You could have skipped the Jim Tells You intro. Other than that, though, you were good.
Now,
I mean, I'm
listen,
just being honest.
97 minutes of Jim's intro. Come on.
okay.
Christ.
Make a note of that.
Julio says skip intro.
That's a hit list.
He's
That's-
not making. I was about to
that's
say
Jim's
he's
hit
not
list.
making a list to change
Yeah.
anything. He's putting your name on a list.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
I
and me,
see.
Julio, we're dead. We're
I
dead,
know.
Jim. We're dead.
Send
Yeah,
Chris
I said
Bacon
nothing about your
Julio's
intro.
social security number to dox his bank account.
Yeah.
And he's still writing. Be afraid.
No, I thought you were good, Jim. I enjoyed it. It was fun.
Too late, too little. Come on.
Yeah, you're right. That's why we can't have nice things.
Oh, anyway, so yeah, more than a decade since his departure from SiriusXM, former Opie and Anthony talk show co-host Anthony Cumia is following the route of fellow satellite broadcaster cousin Brucey, having announced his return to terrestrial radio in New York on a big Apple Media Talk WABC 770 AM talk radio.
How long do you think he lasts?
On this, he'll be fine on this. This is actually their format. They got this guy Sid. I don't know if you know
so
Sid.
he's allowed to go a little.
Well, he can't swear. He can't gonna be able to swear and stuff like that. But they know what they're getting.
It's that Rosenberg guy, right?
Yeah, Sid Rosenberg. Yeah, who's just as bad as Anthony, to tell you
Yeah.
the truth. I mean,
And Dems don't get up that early anyway. So
no, they don't have jobs. They're not up that early in the morning, and
It may still be up.
and who knows? I mean, Anthony. Here's the thing. Anthony's this is like free money for him. He doesn't care. He gets to do what he wants. He gets to talk. They're paying him. He's.
Is it like a 2 or 3 hour show, Jim?
That hasn't been all hammered out yet, as far as I know. It's probably going to be at least an hour to 2 hours of him just talking about stuff. But it's good for him because, like, as far as he's like, it gets to promote his stuff that, he's out there talking. And then, hey, if you want to hear me say things that I can't say on the radio, come and subscribe and pay me.
You
See,
think
that
they'll let him
worries
do it?
me a little.
What time's the
yeah.
show supposed to
You-
be in the like?
You,
what time
you
is-
think they'll let him do it, Jim?
Yeah, they are. It's already it's already been all arranged.
That they'll let him promote his own stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean,
5 a.m.
it's interesting that it's an ABC station bringing on a red pill guy. Maybe
doing
things are
weekends.
changing. Huh?
Starting at weekends or something, I think.
No, it's going to be during the week.
No kidding. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It'll be
What's the
during the week.
time slot?
They haven't announced it yet, but it's not going to be the morning time slot because that's Sid has the morning slot,
So
and it's
Sid
not
will-
going to be Sid Rosenberg or whatever his name is.
Yeah, but I'm saying like Sid will probably lead into him then.
Yeah, Sid will probably lead into Anthony, so Anthony will probably be like 9 or 10 in the morning, I would imagine. So I think Sid is 3 or 4 hours in the morning.
Is he going to be able to do this from his studio at home?
Yes, and it was also mentioned that there was a local radio station that's right by his house that he might go there and do it from there, and then they can, do it low. That way it'll be easier, and they can actually the local station will get the benefit of having Anthony Cumia
at their station.
At their station, and
that's kind of cool.
He said he was going to fly up to New York once a month or something and do it.
Yeah, once or twice a month he'll go up, you know what I mean, to do things from there. That way he could have guests in New York in the studio, and I'm just waiting. I can't wait for the call-ins to start. Okay. I thought that would go somewhere. Along with Cousin Brucey, Cumia joins other longtime New York radio personalities on WABC, such as weekend host Curtis Sliwa, who was the head of the Guardian Angels, Sid Rosenberg, who's Sid and Friends morning shows. He guested earlier this month. We're excited at the overwhelming positive response Anthony's tweet generated from his fans who clearly want him back on the radio. A spokesman for WABC tells Inside Radio, as he said in that tweet, details about the show days and times are to come. Controversy has followed Cumia, a comedian he's not a comedian though, known for his impressions of celebrities and other radio personalities dating back to when he was partnered with Greg Opie Hughes on Boston's WAAF. The pair was fired in 1998 for an April Fool's bit, falsely suggesting then Boston Mayor Tom Menino had died. After moving to New York's WNEW, they were fired again in 2002 after 2 listeners tried to have sex in St. They did have sex in St. Patrick's Cathedral. It wasn't tried to have sex. They did have sex. They were trying to go for the 2-point conversion and got caught.
Okay.
Part of an on-air stunt. After 10 years on Sirius XM, Cumia was fired in 2014 for sharing racially charged tweets after claiming to be a victim of an attack by a black woman. He was the victim of an attack by a black woman. There was nothing racially charged about the tweets. All he said was something needs to be done about this jump to violence in a certain community.
Didn't he use the term animal in one of his tweets? Something.
I'm not sure. Yes, the sleeping psychopathy, butt stuff.
Yeah.
On his weekday show on Compound Media, Cumia suggested he had been shunned from the business until WABC. Some people tell you it's not a big deal. It's AM radio. Radio's dead. It's not the truth of the matter. WABC is very cognizant of what people want. They're very old school radio. They want to win. They want to make some noise. And hopefully someday they could bring in Aaron Imholt to do these steel. No, they didn't say that.
I think it'll be a pretty big impact. New York City, Anthony back on the radio.
Yeah. Here's the thing.
I mean, he doesn't live in New York anymore, so he'd have to do it from his home studio, Julio.
Right. No, he's not moving back to New York, but he said he would go back maybe once or twice a month to have that way he could be on Sid's show and roll into his and, do stuff and then have like New York, people come into the studio. But hey, if they get a big boost in ratings and stuff like that because of it, who knows what could happen?
Oh, I think that's for sure.
He could end up getting picked back someone else. They might go an actual bigger station might go, wait, what? He's still popular. People still like him.
Or they could do the whole
syndication
thing. Sure.
Who's the big? Is there a right wing syndicated talk show host?
They're huge. They're all over the place. What do you mean? They got Rush Limbaugh. You got Dan Bongino was huge. You got Charlie Kirk. You got who was the other ones?
Michael Savage still.
Yeah, Savage. Oh man, that's a Bill Cooper. There was something here I saw that I wanted to pull up. I don't know if you guys saw it.
Trust me, I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
Oh, you guys heard about this guy who ate somebody, right?
What the hell's Ruby King doing on screen? God damn it.
Oh, no.
That dude's like 4 feet too tall to beat Ruby. What are you talking about?
Look how short he is, dude.
Yeah, he don't stand ear to shoulder with any man.
All right, 29-inch legs. Keep talking.
That said waist, and you just keep like, motherfucker.
Stop it. Stop it.
It was waist.
Stop it,
And you
Mr. 45
assume-
minutes. You're going to do a frat house.
It was 30 seconds.
I was
And how
looking
did it go
for-
from 15 minutes to 45?
I
The
was-
joke was 30 seconds.
I was looking for the video to show this.
You're lucky it's your fucking birthday, old man.
And what seems to be a pretty
gotta suck my own dick
disturbing case
again.
of animal cruelty out of Pittsburgh has made a lot of
There you go
people
again.
incredibly mad online. Police say they have found two women who
Online
were allegedly
madness.
caught on
Oh, wait,
no,
just wait.
people
Just
are
wait till you
mad.
see what these women do.
and flashing a gun during a dispute. This happened near Old Town in a driveway. Our Andrea Nakano has more and has a warning to you. Some of the video in this story you might find to be disturbing.
The good news is Gigi the dog is now back
This is
home and she
disturbing.
would not
Jesus
talk about
Christ.
it. Here's
Get
the
that off the
Jesus
screen.
Christ.
What the fuck is
Both
that?
of
Here,
them.
check it out.
You yelling at my mama over there? I didn't yell at her.
That disc between her shoulders on her spine it affects many parts of her. That's nerve.
Is improving every
Are
injury.
they not going to show it?
She's in an with her dad.
Every bit of loving and everything.
Oh, here we go.
Oh.
Watch. All right, here we go. So watch.
Happened last week after Albert Lopes got into a
He said, "Okay, I'm going to go call the cops." Now watch. He tells her go. She tells her daughter go kick the dog. Did you see her kick the dog?
Several feet.
Holy
You hear the
shit.
dog? I probably would have in Minecraft ended those two people's
You're
existence on the
goddamn
planet.
right. Yep.
If somebody tried to kick my dog like that, well,
I'd
first my
punch
dog
that
would rip
bitch.
him a fucking apart, but
Yeah,
Right.
big little dogs. Yeah.
but a little dog like that, to hear the dog squeaking and crying, like this is like I would not have just let them walk away.
It ends with one of them violent.
Right there, she'd have got laid out.
Right.
He should have just
fuck out.
boom, laid her right out.
I feel bad for the animals in this video,
Oh, totally.
having to wake up being them.
But yeah,
Like
I don't
the
think
dogs too.
I think these are unless I'm mistaken. Well, yeah, unless I'm mistaken, I think these people are all the same complexion,
It don't matter.
but they're
That's
not
hard.
the same
Class.
like type of. They're not all humans.
Yeah.
They ain't like us.
Nope.
Instantly kicking Gigi.
Maybe not though.
Doesn't
several
matter.
feet.
Oh, Jesus.
Look at that poor little dog.
That dog had nothing to do with
Best
anything.
case scenario, time and love.
Best case scenario is get some German shepherds. That shit won't happen.
Oh, maybe that's a Mexican family. Maybe that's why they kicked the dog because there's a big problem between certain groups.
Okay.
This incident has shocked this community in Pittsburgh.
We've been here for many years and no one's ever.
No one's ever kicked your dog 20 feet like a fucking football. Really?
Yeah, it's pretty uncommon. Yeah. No
I
respect.
think the only complaint is just people picking up their dog poop, but everything else is just like very, as you can tell, very quiet, very family oriented.
So the news media uses Rode mics.
Yeah, I know. Weird, right? They lapelled her fucking.
Very no issues at all.
At least they're doing something other than using them old busted ones.
But
with those
video of
cardboard
Gigi
boxes
getting
on them
kicked
now.
went viral and leads started pouring in.
Jesus fucking Christ. What a fucking animal.
Leads. Well, here's the thing I don't understand. They said leads started pouring in who the people were. They said that was their mother.
That lived
How the
up
fuck did
street.
they not know who the fuck it was?
I don't know, man.
They don't want
I
to
don't
assume, because you don't want to, misgender somebody.
Yeah, these are Haitian immigrants that are here. That we're just trying to tender that up so they could have it for lunch.
Tenderizing the dog.
He misunderstood. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats.
Yeah. Well, there goes the neighborhood. Time to move.
About the two women responsible for animal abuse. Detectives quickly identified Legacia.
Oh God!
Williams
play,
and
so we
Garcia
don't have to-
Amar
Mm-hmm.
as
But
the
will they get in
suspects.
trouble?
Both were arrested in Oakland Thursday night.
Good.
Oakland.
Oakland. Oh God.
Oh, they ain't not going to happen to them in California.
Many say they just want justice served for Gigi.
Even if there was more to the story, there was no reason to kick it.
What more to the story? Oh, let me guess. They said the dog called him the N-word.
Well, I think they should put the animal down since
They
Terrible
accused him of yelling at her mother. I mean, shut the fuck up.
No, they said the dog barked and said, and so they had to kick it.
I'm an accelerationist. This is the kind of shit.
Same.
Yeah, I'd like to pour an accelerant on them.
No.
Yes.
Right, Cynic? I'm like, let's get this shit over with.
Yeah, if we're gonna have all these fucking problems, let's just turn it to 11 and get it fucking done with.
Dog.
Mm-hmm.
There was no reason, and
Ladies,
people
find
were
you a
trying
guy
to
who can be a
justify
warlord
her
in a
actions.
wasteland.
There was no reason for her to get on the property.
Definitely.
He
No
was the
reason.
middleman coordinating between neighbors and city agencies to clear the encampment. He says they cleared.
Oh, more problems in Oakland.
They're clearing the encampments. Good.
Mm-hmm.
Good for them.
Well, Oakland being fucked up isn't new.
It's always been
fucked
San
up for
Francisco's
decades.
shithole. Yeah.
Yep.
It's always been kind of like, ugh, nobody wants to go to Oakland. No good reason. So, Julio, you miscalculated the dates, huh?
I don't know. I thought my buddy was coming over to work on some songs tonight. Turns out I was wrong. He's coming over tomorrow.
Is that what the kids
gonna work on songs in the studio?
Is that what the kids are calling it these days? Working on songs?
Yeah. I'm going to penetrate his lyrics with my chord structure.
Nice. I like the way you put that, Julio. Talk dirty some more. It is my birthday.
Right, that would be a new song.
I didn't even like driving through Oakland on the freeway. Yeah. Yeah, Oakland, disgusting. Have you all seen the video of a guy pepper spraying this chick and running? No. No.
That sounds good.
Sure, that happens all the time. I was told to remind Cynic of a video that he was sent.
Oh.
What does it smell like again? It's a scent? Scent of a woman?
By you know who I'm talking about, right, Cynic? A strange signal.
A strange signal. Yeah.
I've got an interesting video to share. Have you seen the Worcester County, Massachusetts tranny hearing?
Strange has got nothing to do with Dave's show, though. I'm so confused.
Then don't do it. Yeah, don't do it.
Yeah, like I don't know why he wants me to play this so bad. No, I'm not playing this at all. No.
You got it, Julio?
Yep, I got it. Give me a minute.
Yes, I can.
All right, ready?
This was terrible.
Oh, you've seen this, Mark?
I've seen this.
Oh yes, and I'm glad they finally decided to pronounce Worcester properly. It's Worcester, people, not Worcester.
Do you want me to play it, Dave? Have you seen this?
Yeah,
Dave?
I haven't seen this.
Okay, here we go.
I need the city to protect me because the federal government won't. And if you think you're afraid of Trump, you should see how afraid of Trump I am.
Can you wrap up, please?
Yes, I can.
Right, permanently.
If you say that you're afraid of Trump and that's why you don't want the city to be a safe space for trans people, you better prepare for trans people to make this a very unsafe space.
What the fuck? They're threatening us now?
Yeah, they're threatening us. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got two words for them. Go fuck yourself.
It was actually the most normal person. It like escalates.
It does
throughout the video.
It gets really
I'm
bad.
shaking right now. I don't want to be here.
Then get the fuck out of here.
And we
I'm
don't
sorry,
want you
am I
there.
taking too long pleading
Yes,
for
you're
my
taking
life?
too long. Yes.
You remember
Yes.
how many children I have and that two of them are trans.
Well, we also know that you're a crazy fuck because you just basically castrated your kids and sterilized them, and you should be taken outside in Minecraft and thrown into a fucking well with Lassie.
I'm trying to figure out what an early life sticker is on his laptop. is here. Is that like a, I don't know.
Pikachu.
I speak as both the B and the T in the LGBT.
This is one of the worst.
I'm multiply disabled. I have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome.
They always are multiply disabled.
Yeah, you are for sure.
I'm on the autism spectrum.
You know, I honestly,
everybody's
these
on
people
autism.
are really making me think that a certain group of people in the 30s had a we're onto something.
Well, that escalated really quickly.
And they
there was like
certain groups of
through the 40s. Yeah,
yeah. There was a certain group of people, like different groups of people that they knew were a problem that you just kind of had to get rid of. And well,
yeah, I mean, they were just spitballing ideas.
Just spitballing ideas. I think they were onto something, And then they tracked all of this back to a certain other group of people.
Yeah,
that's all I'm going to say.
Look, those eyebrows are fantastic. And Dave, that's a wig.
Oh no, that's real.
Those are it's real eyebrows, also.
Yeah,
Dave.
you know that he goes to his coal mining job dressed like that every fucking day.
That's a chick pretending to be a trans.
Is that no cynic? Is that a? I'm not. Is that a guy?
That's a chick.
Okay.
It looks
How do
like
you
it looks
fucking
like
know?
a very ugly chick who's so ugly that she's pretending to be a male to female trans.
That actually
That's
would
my
work.
opinion.
That actually would work, cynic. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, that's my opinion. I'm only ugly because I'm actually a dude.
Yeah. She's a chick pretending to be a dude, pretending to be a chick.
Yeah. Yep.
I wish we would have had this phone number and access code before the meeting. That would have been fun.
Yeah.
Myself here, so I had to hide from my driver that I was in drag, which is not an easy thing to do in drag.
I do not want to be here. It's
Oh
my
my
day off.
god!
I do not want to be in
But why are they all
Oh,
reading shit
why?
from their phone too? Like, if this is your life and you know this, why would you have to read it off your phone?
Why does this?
This look like a fucking crypt keeper.
It looks like the devil of some sort, dude. Like all I could think was a demon. This is a demon.
Tori, that's not me. Dave knows what I look like. He's got a fucking video now.
On the plus side, somebody
Beard
please tell
has
me
gotta be a
this,
little longer though.
This is not a dude, because
No, that's a chick.
No, that's
and then
a reporter
thing
or
at the
something.
podium
Yeah.
is also a chick.
Yeah, those
she's
are
all right.
reporters.
There are still a few women in the world. Just
That
Yeah.
thing at the podium, if you wipe that makeup off its face, I bet you it's a pretty cute chick.
That's a dude.
That's a chick.
Hmm.
Look at the bone structure.
Yeah.
She's got makeup on to make herself look more masculine.
Yeah, trans man. It's a chick.
Look at her shoulders, though. You just a big
Those
jacket.
are
That's
shoulders.
shoulder
Those are
pads.
shoulder pads in a blazer.
Nah, they're
What do you-
wide though, dude. They're just
Yeah,
wide.
but look at Jesus Christ. I've got wide shoulders and they don't point out like that, Dave.
You wish your shoulders were that wide, cynic. Come on.
I actually do wish my shoulders were that wide, Mark. Yes.
All right.
Here.
I do
It's
more
my day
I do more
off.
lats than I do
I do
side
not
throws.
want to be in your DMs.
I mean,
I do not want to be in your emails.
Yes,
Chick
you
that's
do.
in it, stay out of her DMs.
You do.
Jeez.
I mean, I'll slide in her DMs. Be like, "What's up, bro?
Hey,
Let me see them balls. Let me see them lady balls, bro."
Hey, you want to join a band? We got rehearsals tomorrow.
Yes,
Email
Sleeping Psychopathy's
inboxes.
right.
I
It's a
do
drag
not
team.
want my creativity writing diss tracks like Kendrick. I don't want to spend an hour
Why is she reading her phone? She has no original
so
thoughts.
that you will hear
All
and
fake.
see me. I want you to listen to me.
Let us remember that the Nazis burned the books that the Nazis burned books on
These
gender
guys are
sciences.
I agree,
reading-
Dave.
Oh, be quiet.
Is this
Rewind that. Be
USAID
quiet.
or
Rewind
something?
that. I want to hear this.
I'm on you. I'm on it. What'd you say, Mark?
Like,
Well, is this USAID? Dave's on something.
up,
They're
Babette?
all reading from their phone, so
Yeah.
they're given a script.
It's USAIDs is what it is.
The bent for $5 says, "Howdy, everyone, especially cynic." Hey there, buddy.
Hey there, pal.
Winky face.
This girl's cute as fuck, though.
Yeah, compared to
I
these
think the
fucking
drag
weirdos
queen's
you're
cute
looking
as
at,
fuck,
sure. Yeah.
Personally, take that makeup off. That is a pretty broad underneath there. I'm telling you, dude.
Put a double
can
date on
see
the
it.
calendar.
Yeah,
That's a dude.
I can see it. It's a drag king. Why would
It's a dude.
Why would a dude draw on a chin strap?
Because it can't grow facial hair. It's a dude.
Oh my fucking god, Dave! You can't
Jim?
even spot a wig.
Jim, what do
That's
you think?
also a wig.
We're
No, that's
splitting, right?
that's a chick that's
Thank you,
drawn
Jim.
pretending to be a dude, to pretending, same bullshit. But that's not even a fucking. She's not really trans. She's just pretending to be trans.
Right.
Yeah, she's here getting paid to talk shit.
Yeah,
They're
she's
all
probably
pretending.
getting paid because she's probably.
You don't need to read, like Dave said, you don't need to read from your phone if you have a passion.
Real passion, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jesus.
well, yeah, I would have just went up there and winged it.
Yeah,
freestyle.
of course.
That's what I
Like
do all
Alex
these
Stein.
streams I go on.
Yeah.
All right, let's listen to what Hitler did to the books.
You to listen to me.
Let us remember that the Nazis burned the books that the Nazis burned books on gender sciences first.
All right, pause that.
Administration has
Fucking base.
Yes,
Fucking base.
yes, they did. There was a group of people that were started all this stuff. These first gender,
Yeah, Magnus Hirschfeld was his name.
yeah, these first ones, and it also made them target another group of people. Said like these people are bad and they're fucking up our whole country, but we don't want to talk about that.
Yeah,
Now the
Magnus Hirschfeld
administration-
did that. It was amazing. And
I don't know his Hirschfeld. I don't know. That
Probably
sounds like
looked
it
him
could mean something or be a certain group of people.
sounds
but
like they
let's-
wear hats that are smaller
yeah,
than what
let's
they should
not
be.
let's not go tilting at that particular windmill.
It sounds like
Yeah,
a What
it'd
the
probably
Fuck
charge me-
Wednesdays video.
It'd probably charge me a toll if I did.
first. Now the administration has villainized and marginalized migrant workers, trans,
Migrant workers. Migrant workers.
But you understand, he is reading something that somebody sent him to read.
Yes.
He has no
Yeah,
clue.
we know
that. Sure.
And he
What
couldn't,
is
he
this?
couldn't even get the LGBTQ thing out.
Yeah, Mike
Yeah.
Wheeler's not. He doesn't believe in any of this. What's he doing?
The
on the street?
LGTBS BLT,
Exactly.
the LGBLT.
BLTs. I love BLTs. Yep.
Yeah.
I just don't like the T on the BLTs. Not a big fan of tomatoes.
He likes lettuce, lettuce,
Come on, Jim. Land this plane. You got it.
Yeah.
Where's the
He
gauge?
went- yeah.
Come on,
Lettuce.
buddy.
Yeah.
You nailed it.
Yeah.
people and even
So we say Hispanic migrant workers are
He
in
did.
lockstep with the LGBT.
Yeah.
I have a secret for you. I used to work with a ton of Hispanics.
Yeah.
Not a big fan of this shit.
What were you, a roofer?
Yeah. Yeah.
He was a
Change-
gardener.
Did you change tires or do roofing? Because that's the only time I.
That's one thing I never understood. Why do they call them roofies? Because when you take them, you end up on the floor.
Yeah, I always call them
Flories?
Yeah, I played guitar in a mariachi band. We call it the Home Depot Trio.
Oh,
Used
there
to
we
play
go.
all the
Nailed it.
restaurants around town. Yeah.
Nailed it,
LGBT
bro.
people and even special needs, denying life-saving and affirming care.
That's
You think you
gross.
can tell me how many of my friends need to die before you do anything?
All of them.
Whoa,
Yes.
back off the mic. dude.
Yes. Jim has the answer there.
Yeah, dude.
All of them.
Chill the fuck out, homie.
Now, is this a girl or a guy? That's a girl, right?
That's a guy.
God damn it.
Yeah, that's a dude to a chick.
All right.
Yeah, it's somebody who's
Tell
on
me how-
hormones.
How many of my friends need to die before you do anything?
All of
Look at
them.
me.
I'm looking at you. All of them.
Fucking pathetic.
Well done. Come on.
You're pathetic. You want to live off the government's tit. You want the government to protect your actions. Fuck you. Protect your own actions if you're so fucking proud of them. We don't have to accept it.
I feel bad for like this guy and that guy. I'm like, what the fuck?
25 years ago, things were.
I don't feel bad for them because they're the assholes who let shit happen in their cities, dude. They're the ones that changed their bathrooms to fucking unisex. They're the ones that did all this fucking shit to placate to these fucking weirdos.
Well, I'm just happy that this person is wearing a mask.
No, you're
I would
right,
too.
Venom. They're not all like that. Like I know some like drag queens, and
Yeah, but they're not trying to be transgender people with
No, no,
rights.
no.
They're
Yeah,
just guys that play dress up on weekends.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like some
it's
of
a
them are
different
actually
thing.
pretty fucking based. It's weird as shit.
Hold on, let's do one thing real quick. Let me lighten the mood. So this is what do you do? It's your first date. And she did this. It looks like you're at somewhere getting some kind of fried chicken and some other stuff, and she lifts up her shirt and goes, "Yeah." What would you do?
I'm gonna
Throw
take
up?
that to go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anthony Cumia says,
She's a little old for him.
"Yeah, she is a little old for him." Yes. Yeah.
All right. Should I hit play or are we discussed it enough? Yeah. All right. Here we go.
Of course, we need to continue celebrating Black History Month because, in spite of what's coming down from Washington, we all know that we all exist and we all need to be recognized for our existence.
But
Here we go.
Do we need a month to celebrate anything? Like, honestly, all these fucking months are retarded. A month of celebration for anything is stupid.
Well, today was boycott day. Did you guys buy anything today? What
Yeah,
didn't Al Sharp?
I went to Sam's and spent a fuck ton of money today.
Yeah, I got like $300 of groceries. I went out to breakfast. It was great.
Yeah, I spent a
Oh,
lot
a carton of
money.
eggs there? Wow. Damn.
Right.
Julio.
I'm sorry, I did buy dinner and bought some beer. Yeah, I guess I did spend
I
some
bought
money
like
today.
15 different kinds of chicken. It was weird. I swear to
Yes.
God. I don't know why.
Just with his black roots.
For our existence.
Mark, don't you have a ribeye that you need to
that
continue?
you are a guest in my house when you
What?
come. And when you come, know that there are
When you
strong
come, cynic. When you
queer
come,
and trans people in
stop coming.
Wait, what?
I
What?
can't
Do
say
not
that.
come.
when you come,
Do not come.
and when you come, and when you come, know that there are strong queer and trans people in my classroom. You come, know that there are strong queer and trans people in my classroom who will
I'm gonna
collect you with
come.
quickness.
I'm gonna come.
What the fuck? All right, pause it.
Collect
Was that
you
a-
with a quickness? What?
What is that? A teacher?
Yeah, it's a teacher
Yeah.
promoting that she's got trans kids in her class, so you got to save the children, Julio, right? So we got to protect the children from fucking lunatics like her.
This, you know what, dude? This actually makes me happy that they're going more crazy and they're doubling down on this crazy bullshit because it's like 70 to 80% fucking against them.
Yeah.
So just
and
go
get
crazy
higher
with
and higher.
it. Just,
Yeah,
just,
keep
just,
going.
just keep
Keep
going
going.
crazy with it because you're gonna lose places you never thought possible. You're
Yep.
gonna lose states you didn't think it was possible. They're gonna crack down. It's coming down. They're gonna find all the money you've been shuffling out of
Well, keep talking
USAID
about
into the
coming.
fucking Act Blue.
The
to get your
application's
people
not
elected.
going to say he, she, him, her, it, what, twat, fuck, whatever. It's going to be male or female. That's it. That's what it's going to say. You guys are retarded. You're
I
so
found the
goddamn
video.
stupid.
I found the video of Lindsey Graham crying too.
We'll play it after this.
Be
Go ahead, Julio.
aware that you are a guest in my house.
No,
when
we're not.
You come.
No, thank
and
you.
when
Nope.
you come,
Nope.
know that there are
Pardon.
strong
Pardon.
queer
It's a classroom,
and
Jim.
trans people
It's not her
in my
house.
classroom who will collect you with the quickness.
My
Ugh.
name in drag is Dee Dee Delight.
Who cares?
Of course it is.
And my name out of drag is Dewey Cosgrove Atienza.
Okay.
LaRouge, he, they, in drag, District 3.
My legal name is Olivia D'Ambrosio. My public name is Livy Scanlon. My wife and I own a home in the Canal District.
I speak as someone
okay.
who's always misgendered, like all the time. People refer to me as sir when I prefer to be referred to as
He
man.
looks like an old pauper
I
from the
speak as someone who is
1600s.
afraid to use the toilets.
Can I have some porridge, please?
This
speak
guy,
as if it's
this
so
guy,
terrible.
this guy was
Remember this
homeless,
movie,
right? And they walked by and go,
this
"Hey, dude,
queer
can you
person.
read? Can you read?"
You
It's
have
more
to
than
imagine
likely-
being me and my wife.
It's more likely that person is a sex offender that is a child molester or something that is doing this to that's what
Community
you
service.
when you
Yeah,
see
but
that
see,
no I'm saying they do this, they say, oh, I'm trans now, so then the people, they change their name, and there's a lot of states where you change your name and then all of a sudden you're not on the registry anymore.
Oh.
What?
Yeah
There's been a lot of articles recently about people's histories being erased.
well, no, that you got, that's the dead name and you can't erase it. You can't.
Yeah.
No, I can't.
Can't do that. Can't do that.
I hate our
fearing that our
country.
marriage rights will be stripped away at any.
Why are they afraid that? Did Trump ever say anything about
Removing
walking
gay
back
marriage?
gay marriage?
No.
I don't think so.
But that's Project 2025, and everybody says Trump is 2025, even though Trump said he isn't.
No, personally,
The website
I
said he
think what
isn't.
should happen is the federal government shouldn't have anything to do with marriage whatsoever.
Right.
They shouldn't. Yeah.
That's fair.
You know, it's a contract. Marriage is a contract. That's it.
Yeah.
You're telling me. I don't think I should have anything to do with marriage going forward.
You know,
We all think that, Julio.
no, everybody, you know, if anything, the government should provide everyone with an attorney before they get married to make sure that, you know, they don't get fucked. Are you sure you want to do this? Like, whoa, wait, whoa, let's pump the brakes on here. Yeah, that pussy's not made of gold. Hold on.
moment.
Please, I only have so much time. Please, Joe's
Holy
gonna
fuck.
cut me off.
Oh my God, Dave.
More?
It just came to me. Julio, we got to
Yeah.
work on this. You're in Virginia, so you can be the base of operations because it's close to DC. We need to start an NGO. We could get grants. We could get probably $1 billion a year, maybe, or more, to save people, help people. It's let's see, it's for men, you know, to help men. We'll give them advice and try to talk them out of marriage.
It's called the pre-divorce organization.
Yeah, save men.
No.
It's
PDO is not good. PDO is not good.
PDO.
Not good. No, we don't want to be
Dave
that.
is thinking ahead, people.
No. Stop, Julio.
All right. Got ahead of myself.
I didn't realize Vito was the sponsor of this. Okay.
Holy shit.
Oh.
No, because I think even Elon Musk would be okay with that fucking NGO.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Trying to save men from the clutches of crazy women.
He could have used that help a great many times. A great many times.
We'll develop an app that people can download on their phone, and they could just enter like certain things in there, and it'll tell them, you know, how fast to run away from the chick.
All right. Well, clearly I'm not in charge of naming the organization, so I'll leave that up to you.
No, the app will kick you in the balls every time you said, "Oh, I want to mirror." Oh,
yeah. Can we send electrical charges through the phone with this app?
Okay, press play.
Legal fees of systemic police brutality or protecting the
Another
lives
phone
of
reader.
queer people in our community. How many lives have to be lost before
Oh my
you consider
God.
fighting back against fascism and corruption?
Now is the
All
time to say
of
that
them.
federal money relies on the dehumanization of trans people, that we don't want your goddamn money.
I get that.
Okay, cool. Don't get the money.
Thank you.
Fine.
Easy
Thank
funding
you.
Trans lives and don't mind Nazis for some
What
whatever
is this
reason.
pigtail thing?
Normally, I would say good evening, but through the chair, I will only impart my sour grapes.
It's an extremely emotional.
This is why people hate these
taxing
people.
thing to stand up here as someone as part of the trans and gender diverse community.
You're not
My
part
name
of
is
shit.
Katie. I'm
Oh,
from
Jesus.
District 5, and I'm speaking in support of agenda items
Oh, the Hunger
10B
Games,
and
District
14B.
They don't even know
Right
what they're
now in
there
our
for.
country, Trump is
No.
threatening the trans and gender diverse community.
Don't disrespect Katie. Oh.
I hated
Whoever
it.
brought this kid there to do this should get.
Yep,
Trans and
put
gender
in jail.
diverse Community.
I hated that because they put this kid front and center on this when it first aired.
Make Worcester a sanctuary city for
No, there's no such thing as sanctuary cities. It's not a thing.
Because I'm a little
Fake.
kid. Please
I
save
lived here
people
for 4
for
years,
me.
and there hasn't really been any changes in how people feel.
Oh my God.
This
is
kid
the
is
grossest
speaking
shit
his own
ever.
thoughts clearly. He
He has
thought
no
it out.
idea what he's even
He wrote it
saying,
down.
Mark.
No.
He's like, he has no clue.
There's a lot of queer people that I love, and to Candy
Are
Crush,
there
queer people
lots?
I never call someone. It's
Lots
I'm
of
Kevin,
queer people
and
you
I
love?
know better. The kids are watching, and we're ready to vote you out.
Good,
We're ready to vote you out.
good. We got 10 years. We'll all be dead.
Actually, you know, thinking about it, can we round them all up and send them here?
Can we
Maybe have,
round
like, a
up
safe
these
space?
kids?
I'm
and
all
send
for
them
rounding them up and sending them somewhere.
I'm still working on the second part of that.
There's special-
I have
I think I
ideas.
nailed the first part.
I have ideas. I think we could use trains.
Yeah.
We could load them into train cars. Yeah.
Yeah.
Train cars, and then they've got these.
Send them on a vacation. Like they have a high speed rail.
Little
Unfortunately, it
education camps.
doesn't go anywhere. Just kind of ends. Look at him. He's going to cry. Oh, he's going to cry.
This was a fucking
President
180
Trump
here.
was in a
Hey,
very
this
good
is-
mood
this is
last
actually pretty
night.
amazing.
Somebody asked me, am I embarrassed about Trump? I have never been more proud of the president. I was very proud of J.D. Vance, standing up for our country. We want to be helpful. What I saw in the Oval Office was disrespectful, and I don't know if we can ever do business with Zelensky again.
This is amazing.
Okay.
Elon quoted this and said, "This is big. This is."
Well, he was told.
First of all, why are we doing business with Zelensky?
We want the
Sending him
minerals.
billions of dollars is not doing business.
It's business. It's all business.
I got your fucking.
It's
business,
never
man.
personal. It's always
Yeah.
business.
Business. Yeah.
Some bullshit is what it is. Wow. That
Nice
fucking
college boy, huh? They want to get mixed up in the family business? Huh? Now you want to gun down a police captain, why? Because he slapped you in the face a little bit? Huh? What do you think? This is the army where you shoot him a mile away? You got to get him close like this. Instead of bang, you blow their brains all over your nice Ivy League suit.
only thing I can think is, what does Zelensky give us in return? I guess maybe he's keeping our weapons dealers in business by us having to keep making ammunition and shit.
No, but as far as the business, they're selling more weapons to build more weapons to keep the business going. But the minerals and stuff,
we're not getting those now.
No, but well, that was the thing. It's like that was he was too stupid to realize that was the security guarantee.
Yeah, I agree with you.
No, my
Jim, on
point
that.
is, though, for all the money we've already given him, what was the business? Oh, that was Biden sticking money in his pocket for him and his son. Was that the business?
If you've got all these companies, like 3M or fucking Halliburton or whoever, Shell, different companies there mining, getting the stuff, and then someone was to try to come in, well, it would be just like Kuwait. We're gonna go. You can't do that. Right? But
that is actually pretty dumb. He was so used to dealing with Biden and those people,
and it was probably it was probably somebody like some Democrats telling him to do that, which that's they broke the law if they did. And all you got to do is if he says no, well they told me, the Democrats told me, said they'll tell you to, and then it's like, oh, they did, huh? It's this little law called the Logan Act, and hello,
yeah.
So who knows? This could be 90 chess or something going on.
Well, Rubio was on CNN tonight, and he goes, "We could have signed this deal 5 days ago when he and Vance went out there to visit Zelensky, but Zelensky insisted on coming here, which to me tells me it was a publicity tour for him."
Well, yeah, and to speak that stuff, because the American people believe in me, Mr. President, not you. No,
he was probably hearing from Democrats and from other people telling him what to do. Well, that's fine. You can do whatever you want, but not with our money. Sorry.
That said, on the other side, not to have a cold take here, I thought J.D. Vance spoke a little out of school. I think he should have shut up.
Well, he was doing exactly what Trump wanted him to.
I don't think he
noticed Trump said that. Well,
I do. I think it made him look strong for the next run as president. Like Jim said earlier, like he's got him involved in a lot of stuff early as a VP, and he's holding his own. I mean, he's not.
I like him.
Yeah,
yeah.
Well, he wants his threat against Iran to have hold water because remember he said, if they kill me, I've left instructions to wipe them from the map. The next president